The Oologah Mustang Network is on the air. And this is Mustang Football.
Let's go!
And now, here's your host, Brent Kellogg, Kevin Hogue, and Blake Salt.
So in 1925, the United States Congress would pass legislation that would be a National Transportation Act. That piece of legislation would result in combining three major roads at the time, along with other trails, became the birth of the Mother Road. Route 66 is coming up on its 100th anniversary, by the way. Fun fact, the father of the Mother Road resided in Tulsa when all of that transpired. A gentleman by the name of Cyrus Avery and another entrepreneur named John Woodruff from Springfield, Illinois. They were given massive credit for the establishment of Route 66. There's another fun fact for you about Route 66. It passes through 8 states, all the way from Illinois down all the way to California, and Oklahoma has the second most, mileage of Route 66 of all those states, only second behind New Mexico. The Mother Road has brought us tonight to a town that prospered because of Route 66, Miami. It's the home of 2 historic properties. You've got the Coleman Theater and the Miami Marathon Oil Company service stations. Both of them are on the National Register of Historic Places. But we're not here tonight to sightsee. A very hungry, optimistic 2 and 3 Oologah Mustangs have run the gauntlet in their non-district games. They come off of a homecoming win against district rival Skiatook, and we're on the road to face a 2 and 3 Miami Wardogs. Now, pretty quick notice. You notice we're 2 and 3, they're 2 and 3, but the records may be the same, but the schedules have not. Miami's 2 wins come off of their non-district opponents that were from smaller classes, and they now have a combined record of 2 and 8. The Mustangs tonight like their chances. You've seen improvement. You're starting to see confidence build in our boys, and tonight is so important if you want to talk playoffs. Grove, we've seen what they can do. They're setting at 5-0 at the top of the district. Bristow, they're sitting at 4-1. They're ranked number 8 in the state. They're actually playing Grove tonight. We're going to follow that score for you a lot. Wagner just does what they do. Ironically, right now, they're sitting 3rd in the district. And if those 3 teams take care of business, that leaves Miami, Cleveland, Catoosa, and Oologah. And Skiatook would be in that as well, but they've got a lot of work to do. And so the Mother Road has taken us tonight to face the Miami Wardogs. And by the way, we're not at Miami High School. We are at the campus of NEO.
Yes,
and
sir.
Gentlemen, it is a nice evening. My name is Brent Kellogg. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm joined by high school principal Kevin Hogue, and down on the sidelines is none other than Blake Salt. Guys, what a great night for Friday Night Football.
Beautiful night. The sun is setting here. We got shade over both sides. As you mentioned, we are on a college campus. The field is perfect. And we have a big opportunity here, like you said, to get to 2-1 in district play, kind of get a leg up maybe on that 4th spot, and we really need to take care of business tonight.
Blake, what's it feel like to be down in the middle of a college campus? I mean, yeah, it's NEO, but still, this is a pretty cool facility for these kids to get to come play.
It's a great experience. You know, it's super cool to get to play here. I played here when I was a sophomore, and just the locker rooms are real nice. You know, the field's really nice. You're kind of up on an elevated field a little bit, and it's kind of a bowl feeling. So it does give it a feel of a little bit bigger than it really is. It's pretty cool.
I took an elevator to get in the press box.
Yes, we did.
That's all I know.
did.
I didn't have to climb stairs, and so it is a spectacular facility. It's a beautiful night. This is what Friday Night Football is all about. Coming up, we've still got a lot to talk about. We'll visit with Channel 8's TJ Eckert about some big games going on tonight, specifically in 6A2. We'll talk more about those in just a second. We'll visit with head coach Darren Wagner. We're going to celebrate a bunch of stuff that's going on around the Oologah community. We'll talk about the keys to the game, the starting lineup, all that, and so much more. It is the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show you're watching on the Mustang Network.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207. And go Mustangs!
Mustang family, we're back again with Coach Wagner, coming off a great week, taking down the Skiatook Bulldogs in district play. Talk to us a little bit about that game, and maybe I know there's some challenges that they brought to the table.
Yeah, first of all, it was good to get that first district win. You know, we opened with Grove and had a rough second half, and so we were 0-1 in district, so it was really important that we got the dub. And I was really proud of the kids. They played extremely hard. We had some mistakes. We left some points on the board. We had 2 red zone trips where we had a turnover, and then we dropped a snap and became second forever. It seemed like to the goal, and we didn't get points there. And then defensively, they had been wing T. They were under center, worked on that all week, and then they came out and they were spread.
Yeah.
3-by-1 with the tight end. Our kids did a good job adjusting. Big shout out to Coach Rowe. He does a great job. And I thought any questions we had left, we got figured out at halftime, and kids got the shutout.
Yeah, they played really hard. I think that's something we kept saying on the broadcast, is just whether it was Aiden Trimble running hard or the offensive linemen getting off the kids like pancake blocks. Just seemed like the kids played really hard. I know talking to the kids, they were fired up last week, talking this week, just about where they just feel good about where they are. I think getting a district win helps that.
Yeah, I think so. I think kids' confidence are growing. I mean, we only have 10 seniors.
Yeah.
And we had such a brutal schedule the first 3 weeks, and I think confidence is growing, and I think we're getting better. At the same time, when we graded our kids out, the offensive line graded the highest they have all year. And then that would be the same with the defensive line. So up front, we were better on both sides of the ball, which is huge for us.
And you just mentioned an interesting thing. So you said, the offensive line graded well, so that obviously means they're playing hard in the defense line, because most of those kids play both ways. We talked a little bit about the challenges. Last week was a little different, but you talk about Joseph Griswold or Aiden. What kind of challenges do you face when you don't get to have a possession? Like, those kids play both ways, so you don't get to go. You coach offense and you coach everything, but you're calling the offense. You don't get to pull Joseph off and have a conversation during defense about what they're doing, what you're seeing, what are you seeing, because he's playing corner. So what kind of challenges is that?
Yeah, this is not like the NFL where you put the 2 slanted benches together. And you have the whole unit in front of you with your replay and the whiteboard. It's different. Joe did not play much defense last week, so we had an opportunity to talk to him, and it's kind of a catch-20 kind of deal because he's one of our best corners.
Absolutely.
And so it's difficult to sit there and go, hey, it's 3rd and 12, and JoJo's on the sideline next to me. So we do have spots. He works every day defensively. We want to get him on the field. But you're right. Those kids go out there, and it just makes halftime more important because you're trying to go over what you're seeing and get those adjustments. Or it's kickoff, kick return, and you got all your kids together, and you got like 1 minute.
Yeah.
And you're trying to talk about, hey, we got a defensive end spiking in the B gap. This is how we need to handle it. And you have a minute to get that taken care of.
Yeah, the kids have to really absorb information quickly, I would think. So.
Yeah.
All right, so tonight with the Miami Wardogs, going from the Bulldogs to the Wardogs, what kind of challenges do they present, and kind of how's this week of practice been?
It's been a great week of practice. Kids really seem to be cut in. We always talk about our 3 work days, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, is kind of like our little game run through that we do on Thursday that has everything that could possibly happen on a Friday night. But the big thing is we're going to have to take the run away. They want to run the football. They're a young football team too. And so it's pretty simple. Take the run away, get them in second, third long, and then you have the advantage right there.
Sure.
Offensively, it's a little bit stressful. They could be an even front, an odd front. They could bring a lot of pressure and play cover 0, or they could be in a 3-3 stack. And so we kind of have some packages that we want to run against those looks. And basically in practice, we blocked odd front one day, even front one day, and we tried to focus on it that way. So
Sure.
But at this stage of the game, we've seen all of those looks, so it should not be a major deal. We just got to execute.
All right. Well, we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you guys watching, and we'll be right back with more.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Well, welcome back to the campus of Ineo. It's where the Miami Wardogs play their home games. Mustangs are on the road, and it's a big district game for us. We're about 16 minutes away from kickoff. Just heard from Coach Wagner, and I think they're expecting some success tonight, but I also think the run game is really important for our defense to key in on.
Yeah, the same as us. We need to stay on schedule, and we want to keep them off schedule with the run game. So if we can tackle well and be in the right gaps, we're going to have some success tonight. Coach Rose and the defense are going to have another successful night.
Let's talk a little bit about our defense. You'll see Aiden Trimble. He plays both ways, but he plays in that linebacker position. So far, he's got 6 tackles on the year. And as I was looking over defensive stats this week, I noticed really it's by community. We've got a lot of guys that have 5 tackles, 6 tackles, 3 tackles. Nate Morrow actually leads the team with 12 tackles on the season. Caden Smith has got 6 tackles. Patrick Miller's picked up a couple. Ty Stevens has picked up 6 tackles. Streeter's got a couple. So really it's just been done by committee. Brody Sappington recording 6 tackles on the season. And so I just really think it's going to be important to tackle the man in front of you when you got that chance to do that.
Yeah, when you have a chance to get your guy to the ground, we need to do that. Again, rally to the ball. We're not going to catch a lot of people from behind, so we got to make plays when they're in front of us. And we've been in position to make a lot of plays, and I feel like last week we made more of them maybe than we have, and so that led to us having some success. So we'll look to do that again tonight. I know Coach Rowe was very happy.
Blake, let's bring you in on this just a little bit, because I think over the last few weeks it feels like our offense has started to find its step and find its groove. Griswold's passed for 685, total yardage for 5 touchdowns, had 110 yards last week and a touchdown. His favorite target would be Streeter. However, since the Claremore game, defenses have kind of honed in on Streeter and put double coverage, and so Streeter's got 360 yards total, 4 touchdowns. He's averaging about 72 yards a game, because sometimes like those defenses are just adding a guy to kind of help cover him. Ashton Wright's got 68 yards on the year. We've only used him in a couple of games significantly. He's averaging 21 yards a game. Braxton Moore, I kind of expect him to have a good night tonight. 32 yards just over the last 2 games, so he's averaging 16 yards a game. Aiden Trimble, 352 total yards on the year rushing. He's averaging 117 yards a game, 6 yards a carry, and 120 yards receiving. So Aiden's going to have a big night as well. So just kind of some numbers on our offense. But I kind of expect our tight end game to kind of improve over the next couple of weeks as we develop this offense.
Yeah, I think that just gives us another option, makes us more multidimensional, and gives them another thing to have to prepare for. So if we could get Connor Lynham in the mix and some of those other guys, we kind of do tight end by committee. That's just going to help Aiden and help AJ out. Absolutely.
We're going to take just a moment. We're going to join the pre-game festivities on the field. The War Dog Marching Band is there ready, and I believe they're going to do the national anthem. So we're going to be quiet and let you catch what's going on the field. Man, there is just something about the sound of a high school marching band and that national anthem.
I love it. I
just-
get goosebumps.
It sends chills up and
Yeah.
down your spine. Hey, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll visit with Oklahoma Channel 8's sports director TJ Eckert, talk about some big games in the area. It's the Advanced Homes Mustang Tailgate Show right here on the Mustang Network. Take a second and hit that share button. We'll be back right after this.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Welcome back to the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show. It's time to visit with sports director TJ Eckert from Oklahoma Channel 8. TJ, it's a big week, especially with what's going on down in Dallas, and that's actually where you're headed.
Head to Dallas. Yeah, Brendan is fired up for the Red River Showdown, and this is going to be an interesting one. I mean, they're always interesting. Haven't had a two-session game at the Cotton Bowl since 2013. These teams play close games every time they play, and I expect nothing different this time around.
Well, how do I say this respectfully? Texas has been looking for some identity and trying to figure out who they are. I think Sarkisian has them kind of rolling. I mean, man, they hammered Texas Tech a couple of weeks ago, and so I think it probably on paper looks like a pretty balanced game. OU struggled in some areas, but, man, they're still undefeated. So I'm excited to watch this.
Brett, you don't ever have anything respectfully about Texas. You should know that, being an Oklahoma guy.
Okay. I've just been a broadcaster, right?
Very neutral.
Well, let's talk a little bit of high school football. There are a couple of games that have certainly piqued my interest, like I almost wish I could slip out and go to. I do have some Sand Springs connections. Booker T is their number 3 coming into Sand Springs, which is number 4, or maybe I've got that vice versa. But it's a big game in the Tulsa area, especially in that 6-8-2.
Yeah, this is one of those where you start to see some of those contenders come out, aside from the Bixies, the Stillwaters, the Choctaws. Booker T and Sand Springs have both looked really good this season, and a game of kind of contrasting styles. Sand Springs, Bobby Klink, they're going to hit you in the mouth. They're going to run the ball. They're going to be physical and tough. And then you got Booker T. Jonathan Brown's got a ton of athletes over there. Obviously, Gentry Williams, one of the top players in the country. Then you got Micah Tees, a bunch of really solid athletes at Booker T. So kind of contrasting styles. This is a big game for both teams. They both played well coming into it, and looking forward to that one.
Bigsby, number 1, 6A2, probably number 1 in the state of Oklahoma among all classes. They're just good, but they're going to kind of meet the team I kind of expect them to match up with in the gold ball game. They're on the road at Choctaw tonight.
Yeah, this is a really big game. As a former Bixby Spartan, I'm still close with a lot of the coaching staff at Bixby, and this is a big one for them. Obviously, you want to win every game, and their win streak right now is still so long, and you want to keep that going. But Bixby and Choctaw don't really have any love towards each other. The 2 games that I've seen them play against each other, there's been some jawing back and forth, a little bit of physicality between both teams. There's mutual respect, I would say, maybe, but these teams don't like each other. And you're right, this is one that's probably going to end up being the gold ball game just like it was last season. And if Bixby continues to win that gold ball game, if they win all the way through and would win the state championship, they would break the state record for win streak in terms of 11-man football. So this one's going to be really exciting over in Choctaw.
All right, so I'm a fan of the plug line. I'm not a big golfer, but I'm a TJ Eckert fan, and so really enjoyed the podcast covering the Ryder Cup. That was great. What's coming up on the podcast you want to talk about?
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, the Ryder Cup was a lot of fun. We had a great time breaking that down. We just put out an episode breaking down the Sanderson Farms. These are the fall events, and Brent, you may think, well, who cares? It's not a major. It's not the big-time events. Tiger's not playing, obviously. He's hurt, but, the big names may not be playing. This is a time for us to kind of focus on some of the local guys who are getting their PGA Tour status and trying to make some money and make a living out on the PGA Tour. And so we're focusing on a bunch of those local guys who are playing. We're taking a look at the college golf scene, OU and OSU. Both those teams playing really well to start the fall out. Lots of focus on those. And then we're going to have some good guests coming up here soon. with some local flavor, maybe some Oklahoma State ties as well. So keep an eye out for that on the Plug Lie.
It's called the Plug Lie. You can get it on all the podcast platforms. If you're a golf enthusiast, you don't want to miss it. Okay, TJ, I'm going to put you on the spot. I know we're broadcasters and supposed to be neutral. Okay, not really from Oklahoma, but what's your score prediction? How do you think the Red River rivalry goes? I'm gonna ask him. Put it on the line. How's Texas OU gonna go?
Yep, I've been crunching the numbers. Not really. I've tried to basically base it off of past history. I think both these teams have really good offenses. I think OU's defense has a slight edge. Casey Thompson, a quarterback for Texas, he's an Oklahoma kid. I think he might get a little nervous playing against the home state team. I think OU wins, but it's going to be close. 41-34 is the score that I've been giving it. So 41-34 OU.
I like it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's the best in the business, my friend TJ Eckert. TJ, enjoy the football game tomorrow, and we'll catch up with you next week.
You bet, Brent. Sounds great.
We'll be back with more of the Advanced Home Tailgate Show right after this.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to the campus of NEO. The Mustangs have taken the Mother Road. Well, it's now the Turnpike, but we are in Miami. It's a district game, and actually it's a big game. I think there's a lot riding on this game in terms of really kind of making that top 4 playoff spots.
Absolutely. You're saying that you're going to lay claim to that. It's a chance to get 2-1 and have a winning record in district play and a chance to be 500 overall. So it's a big-time game for the Mustangs.
Yeah, absolutely. Blake, let's talk to you a little bit. What do you think the Mustangs need to do tonight in order to find success? Like, what would be your keys to the game?
I think that they need to stop the run on defense, and I think that this is a really good opportunity for the offense to get really fluid and really find their groove and set themselves up to be really successful here in district play coming up. You don't want to overuse the term big game, but every game is a big game when you get to district play.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to get into the playoffs. And maybe you don't know how that works. They take a district, and the top 4 teams in district qualify for playoffs. The first 2 get first week home field advantage. If the number 1 keeps winning, they get it the second week. The second spot, it just kind of varies on how that plays out.
Correct.
Right. But you're fighting to get into the playoffs, and this is just a tough district. This 4A3 is just a solid district. You've got Wagner that's got lots of state championships. They're actually down a little bit. Currently, they're sitting about 3rd in the district. Grove is steamrolling everybody they play. Bristow's looking good. Grove and Bristow play tonight. We'll certainly follow that score. Kevin, who you got? Who's the Mustang tonight that needs to have a big game?
Yeah, I'm going to take Joseph Griswold. I think I've seen some progression in his game. I've seen him mature, take care of the ball a little bit better, and I'm looking for him to lead us on a big night and lead us to a win.
Absolutely. What about you, Blakester? Who needs to have a big night for the Mustangs to be successful?
I think Caden Smith needs to have a big night in the linebacker core as a whole, but Caden Smith can kind of be that leader tonight. He's the senior, and he'll play most of the game there at linebacker, and him just stopping the run and making tackles in the trenches there.
I'll tell you what, to kind of add a new – and I'm going to go out a little bit from an unusual pick because normally we go the Aiden Trimbles, the A.J. Streeters, even Ashton Wright. But I'm going to throw Connor Lynham's name on the board because my perspective, and this isn't from conversation with Coach, but we've tried to get that passing game and getting the tight ends involved. And I really think Connor's probably the guy that can open that up. We've targeted him the last couple of weeks. He's got a couple of catches, got some yards. And so I think they're going to kind of lean on that as Joe kind of learns to trust him. Big target, big guy. So Connor Lynham, I think, is the guy that needs to have a big game tonight just to open up that new wrinkle for the Mustang offense.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I ran into Connor night before last, and he is usually a man of few words. He was on fire about the last couple of weeks. He felt like they were really building on some things, getting better. He really liked where the coaches had them offensively and defensively. And it just struck me and stuck with me how confident and how excited he was. So I'm going to look. I like your pick there.
Yeah, absolutely. The Mustangs are getting ready to take the field. You can see that on the camera. Just moments ago, we saw the coin toss. Actually, Miami will get the ball to start the ball game. We're going to take one more quick timeout. When we do that, when we come back, we will be ready for kickoff. You've been watching the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show. We'll be back with more right after this.
Lakeside State Bank has been serving Rogers County since 1976. At Lakeside State Bank, our goal is to ensure that our community will enjoy the benefits of a locally owned and operated financial institution and to provide quality services no matter how simple or complex your banking requirements may be. We proudly offer you the latest in banking technology. Banking convenience is available through any touch-tone phone, internet banking from your home or office computer, and we provide a website full of information. We offer a wide variety of services in personal banking, business banking, loans, and mortgages. We are here to serve you with 2 convenient locations in Chelsea at 516 Walnut Street and on the corner of Highway 88 and 169 in Oologah. Visit our website at lakesidebank.com for more information on how we can serve you. Lakeside State Bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
At Will Rogers Animal Hospital, your pet's care comes first. Dr. Ron Wallace and his professional staff provide a wide range of services for all your pet's needs, from surgeries, vaccinations, boarding, and more. The friendly staff at Will Rogers Animal Hospital makes your pet's care a priority. Open 6 days a week for your convenience. They're located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Give them a call today at 918-443-4444 and book your animal's next appointment. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, 335 South Elm Street in Oologah.
Welcome back. We are just a few seconds away from kickoff, and the Miami Wardogs will actually be getting the ball to start the ball game, so that puts the Mustangs on defense first. Let's talk a little bit about that defensive line. You'll see Rafe Tackett there a lot. Gabe Grazier plays a lot on that defensive line. Corey Eaton right there in the front. Brody Sappington, he's having a great year so far. Sometimes you'll see Colin Schrader in there. You'll see Aiden Trimble as a linebacker. Nate Morrow leads the team with 12 tackles. And then you'll also see Patrick Miller in that situation as well. Our defensive backs, Max Hale, Ashton Wright, Ty Stevens. You'll see Ty Cherry. They play Joe Griswold sometime, but they prefer not to. Prefer to have Joe over on the sideline so he can visit with the coach and make corrections. And Coach Wagner even talked about that in his pregame conversation with you, Kevin. Well, here we go. We're set. The Mustangs are ready to kick it away. Dax is his dad. Jackson Burchett will kick it away.
That's a good kick and good coverage. Nice job. You don't see us kick deep a lot.
Right.
And there's not wind. The wind has died down, and a great job by him. Another one I want to mention is Langbein. Braden has done a really good job on the defensive line. We've worked him in the last couple of games for the first time in a couple of years, and he's made a lot of plays. And he's out there right now, number 70. So that's a testament to him. He's another one playing both ways.
It is defense by committee, and a lot of these guys, literally the only break they get is at timeouts or at change of quarters or when a player's injured because they are on the field so much. So the Miami Wardogs, they're moving from left to right. The Mustangs in the all-white with the gold helmet. Handoff going to go up the left side just a little bit. Looks like he'll get about 4. Bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Wardogs.
Yeah, they're just going to start out, try to keep on schedule with a run up the middle, kind of safe play. Nice pickup. They're going to give him 5, looks like.
Hunter Nichols, the carrier for the Wardogs.
2nd down and 6.
Mustang fans are starting to
still filing in.
The
band's getting here.
Might have got caught at Clanton's like we did.
Yes, Clanton's is good. If you haven't been there, everything is good.
So Miami with 3 receivers. 2 of them are to the near side of the field. They've got one isolated on the far side. Quarterback's just going to keep it up the middle. Not a lot there.
No, good job by number 45, Rafe Tackett, being there.
Rafe was the first to get a hand on him, kind of slow him down. The rest of the line could collapse. He'll pick up a couple.
Shout out to the band. They compete tomorrow in their state tournament, and they're here to support. And Coach Wagner always gives them a shout-out. Gave them a shout-out at Morning Pep. They're always great and bring the atmosphere.
They have an early day tomorrow. They are actually headed to what's OBA, and it's been a while since Oologah's competed at OBA, but John and Dave just doing a great job making the kids competitive. They like their chances. So they would march in the prelims tomorrow afternoon, and then I believe they're going to make finals, which means they'll march again tomorrow night. We'll talk more about that throughout the evening. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. There's no one to the far side of the field. Handoff up the middle, nothing there.
Not going to get it. Great job by a host of Mustangs.
Looks like he lost a yard, so that's going to bring up 4th down. So that defense doing what they need to do, just getting a good stop.
Yeah, and Caden Smith, that was Blake's guy, being there and putting a hat on the ball and pushing them back. And looks like we're going to force a punt, 3 and out. We don't do that a lot, especially on opening drive. So that's a big shot in the arm for Coach Rowe and the defense, and we're kind of picking up where we left off last week.
Absolutely. 4th down and 3 yards to go for the Wardogs.
And with that good special teams play, as long as we field a good punt here, we should have great field position.
Absolutely. Beautiful night for high school football in Miami, Oklahoma.
Low kick. Nope, stay away. Going to work out for the Wardogs.
Yep, so Streeter's going to just let that one bounce. Probably the wise play, too. Too many blue jerseys right there.
Still good field position.
So it'll be at the Oologah 33-yard line. The Mustang offense will come out. They'll start 1st and 10. They'll take over there.
Jackson Llewellyn getting the start at right guard. Had a great week last week.
Braxton Moore, the receiver to the far side. You've got A.J. Streeter here to the near side as the Mustangs will move right to left in the all-white jerseys and Vegas gold helmets.
He got him on that a lot last week.
That's what they call offsides, or sometimes you'll hear the term encroachment.
You know, and I said Rafe Taggart, I think our roster is incorrect. I think 45 is Brody Sappington. He was in on that play, and he's in starting at tight end right now. Kind of on the line with his hand in the dirt.
Handoff to Trimble. He'll get the 1st down and about 6 more.
Moriak, I think he broke 3 tackles to get to the line of scrimmage, just running through arm tackles. You're not going to bring him down with just your arms.
Now, I got to tell you, it's been fun to watch him develop as a player.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember coaches talking about him as a sophomore, and they said he is a player. Aiden Trimble's a player, and he is. And you see him in that red face mask. You see him and Gabe Grazier. That's awarded to kind of the player of the game the week before. Red's one of our old accent colors, so that's nice to see.
Absolutely. Trimble up the right side. Gain of 3 will bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Mustangs.
Blake, I don't know about you being quarterback, but I'm seeing their safeties on their toes, firing downhill. So if we can do some sort of play action, I think it's going to be there.
Joe looking to Streeter on the left side. Almost to the 40-yard line. It's going to be close.
They're going to give it to him.
But I think they're going to give him 1st down at 10, Mustangs.
Streeter has good hands. You know, they talk about people in the NFL catching the ball and you don't hear it, and I think that's him. He has big, soft hands, catches everything.
They're going to say 3rd and inches. We talked about this in the pregame since the Claremore game because he just went off. And some of that was Claremore's coverage, but, man, it almost put a red flag that, hey, make sure you got somebody on number 1 because number 1 can beat you.
Yeah, they pretty much bracket coverage him, meaning they have someone underneath and over the top every play.
Wildcat formation. Trimble with the ball in the backfield. He's going to take it, get the 1st down, might break loose. He's down to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5.
He's going to take it in.
Stampede, touchdown. Boy, you needed inches, but you got 6.
Absolutely. You see that Wildcat?
There's a flag on the play.
There he is. It's hard to see because it's on the Norseman. Probably a block down the field, maybe on a wide receiver.
Yeah, they're going to bring the ball back.
You want your wide receivers moving their feet and blocking downfield, but looks like maybe we used too much hands there.
It is a holding on the Mustangs, so the 6 points will come off the board. The 1st down will be in play.
Yeah, it's going to be 10 yards from the spot, so we should get a 1st down, no problem.
Yep, absolutely. Ball's going to be spotted down at the Miami 38-yard line.
Again, you saw people reaching for him with their arms, and that's going to be a recipe for success for us, not them. He's going to run through arm tackles all day long.
They're back in the Wildcat formation. Joe's actually out kind of as a receiver. Trimber's just going to give it to him, a little reverse. Streeter looking for his guy. And we'll put the 6 back on the board. Stampede touchdown. Pass complete from A.J. Streeter to Braxton Moore.
Nice. So that's a jet sweep reverse pass. I believe I was trying to get my mind around it. Jet sweep reverse pass.
On two. Ready? You know what I'm saying? It's like a play you would call.
And you know what? I was told growing up there's no pictures on the scorecard. That wasn't the prettiest pass, but it's 6 points, and that's a touchdown pass, and we will take it.
Jackson Burchett for the PAT. The ball down. It's up. And it's good. The Mustangs are the first to strike tonight. They are on top, 7-0. We'll be back with more right after this.
Protect her home and family in a disaster. Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
Gentlemen, with your first possession, you did what you wanted to do. You got your first downs. You got your big play. The Mustangs are on top of the Wardogs, 7-0 with 7:57 left to play in the first quarter. Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, joined by Kevin Hogue. And Blake Salt is on the sideline. Blake, what's it like to be down on the sideline with the Mustangs tonight?
They're excited. That trick play definitely lit them up, and it was all smiles and everything, fist bumps over here for AJ and Braxton when they got back to the sideline.
So the Wardogs will return the ball to about the 29-yard line, so they'll take over 1st and 10. The Mustangs held them 3 and out.
I was going to say, I think that's really where it started, giving us some confidence and Coach Wagner having confidence in the defense. Hey, we can take a shot, and if something goes wrong, our defense is going to get a stop. So nice to see that. Nice to see him being able to open up the playbook and really throw out all the wrinkles. And I think that's just growing confidence in our team.
So the Wardogs with 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, and that's closest to us. They'll hand off up the middle. They'll get a little bit of a gap. Then brought down by a host of Mustangs.
Good tough run there by number 1, Chase McCormick. Believe who that's what?
It's actually, I believe, they're running back number 6, Hunter Nichols.
Yes, you're right.
Great to see the Mustangs rallying to the football, though.
Yeah, lots of gold helmets to the ball. Big game in our district. Bristow at Grove. Looks like Bristow took the opening drive down for a touchdown. They're up 7-0.
We're going to watch that one all night long.
Week after they beat, Wagner, 3-0.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of 3-0 games anymore. Great game there. Number 1 Tuttle and number 2 Poto already up 7-0 over their opponents.
Got a big receiver out to the far side of the field. But I think Miami wants to talk about it, so they're going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
At Will Rogers Animal Hospital, your pet's care comes first. Dr. Ron Wallace and his professional staff provide a wide range of services for all your pet's needs, from surgeries, vaccinations, boarding, and more. The friendly staff at Will Rogers Animal Hospital makes your pet's care a priority. Open 6 days a week for your convenience. They're located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Give them a call today at 918-443-4444 and book your animal's next appointment. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, 335 South Elm Street in Oologah.
Welcome back to the beautiful campus of Ineo, and it is a beautiful campus. It's beautiful up here. Miami Wardogs play their home games at Ineo Stadium, which is actually some pretty nice facilities.
Yeah, it's beautiful here. They got us in a great setup. Chad Davis, their athletic director, does a good job, takes care of us. Oh, here comes their trick play. It's underthrown, though.
How about that? Ty Stevens with the breakup.
Thankfully underthrown because we bid on it too. So.
And that receiver, he never stopped. He knew his route to run. Ty bid on it just a little bit to create enough separation. Had that ball been well thrown, it could have been 6.
Yeah, we'd be hearing the Miami War Dog fight song right now.
3rd down and 3. Big 3rd down for the Mustangs if they want to establish some dominance in this ball game tonight. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Mustangs show blitz right up the middle. That's
good
Seth
job,
Davis.
Yeah,
he'll pick up the 1st down and 10 for the Wardogs.
Good job. We brought some pressure. We brought Trimble on our right defensive side, and they ran on their right side, so it's kind of perfect timing for them.
Absolutely. We brought the blitz and just the wrong side of the line. A.J. Streeter on the tackle for the Mustangs.
AJ's been a sure tackler this year. He's done a really good job. You know, he's our last line of defense, and if he misses the tackle,
and you don't really want to call AJ's number a lot when you're talking tackles because he is that safety. Quarterback's just going to keep it. Looks like he may lose a yard.
Not sure who popped him.
Caden Smith was in there. He came over the bottom.
Trimble popped him pretty good. You know, we saw Caden Smith last week maybe play a bigger role than he had. He's more of a run-stopping linebacker, and so he's going to be pivotal when we play teams that like to run. He's a hammer in there, and he's going to bring it.
Braylon Riley. Is actually their quarterback. Hand off around the right side. He's got some space. He'll pick up the first down at 10.
You see us subbing out a little bit now.
Sure.
Bringing in Colin and Gabe.
Ty Cherry on the tackle for the Mustangs. So it's first down at 10 from the Oologah 37-yard line.
It always gets tough in this area because you got to figure they got 4 plays. They're going to go for it.
Sure.
Their kicker was doing a good job pregame, but they're going to go for it here. So we got to make some plays on first and second down.
They've been a little bit effective this drive in running the football.
Looks like the ball came out. Wagner's pointing our way. They're going to stay down.
Seth Davis again on the carry for the Wardogs. Good gain on the play. It's like a gain of 8.
He does a good job of like tucking low and running behind his offensive line. And not sure we're picking him up quickly and where the ball is.
Braylon Riley's actually listed as a wide receiver, but they're playing him tonight as the quarterback. Hand off up the left side. Hunter Nichols, the carry. Not enough for the first down, but he will gain a yard and a half. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
You know, you mentioned Braylon Riley not on our roster. You know, we went through that a couple weeks ago after, a bad loss. Just changing some guys out and looking for a solution. That's probably what they're doing. They're setting the same as us as far as record and looking who gives them the best chance to win.
He is a sophomore. They actually have number 7, Carson Jinks, as their typical starter, but Braylon tonight seeing some of those snaps. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Hunter Nichols is the back. Braylon's just going to keep it.
He's not going to get there.
I don't know that he'll get there. Depends on the generosity of the spot. You probably are in 4-down territory. I don't want to suppose on what the Miami head coach would do, but ball inside the 30. If you got a good kicker, you could do that, but I'm guessing they're probably going to go for it.
Yeah, 4th
down.
About a foot.
Yeah.
They're switching quarterbacks now. Maybe a little bigger quarterbacks. Probably looking for someone to get under center.
This is their junior, Carson Jinks, that's typically their starter or has seen some starting snaps.
You see a lot of teams go under center and go quick here, but looks like they're going to stay in shotgun. I would suspect he will follow the running back into the hole. Yeah, you saw the running back leaning early.
Yeah, he's going to get it. Get enough for the first down and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball down about the 30, about the 26-yard line. Big play for them, but it, again, feels like they're kind of fighting to get that first down.
Yeah, and they're going to leave number 7, Carson Jinks, in.
So good job on your defense making them work for it, making them have to use all 4 downs to get that. 4th down situations sometimes are nerve-wracking. 4-down lineman for the Mustangs. Quarterback keeper again. Mustangs are trying to strip the ball, bring him down. Gain of 3 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 7.
Good job, Brody Sabden. He was getting blocked and still managed to get an arm in there and at least slow him down and help get him to the ground.
Something else to take notice here is how much time the Wardogs have been able to take off the clock. We're almost down to 2 minutes left in this first quarter already.
Yeah, besides the one incomplete pass, they've been exclusively on the ground. That's going to keep the clock running.
And I think in conversation, Coach Wagner tonight, he knew that. They knew coming in that Miami was going to run the ball. We were going to have to be effective up front, that 4-down lineman, and really make them gain their grounds on the yard inch by inch.
Wide open. Good tackle.
Ty Stevens on the tackle for the Mustangs.
Yeah, good job by Ty. Come on. Number 85 for them. He's a big-looking kid. He's Reese Satterwhite. They list him at 6'2", 220, but he looks bigger than that.
Yeah.
He's a big, good-looking kid.
4 yards on the gain will bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Miami Wardogs. If you're a social media user, take just a second, hit that share button. Let folks know the Mustangs are on the air tonight. Handoff up the left side. Again, I don't think he's going to get the first down, so it's going to be 4th down and about 1.5 yards.
I'd say look for more of the same they did last time. Especially linebackers can pick up. Their running back started leaning and moving, almost kind of false starting before the play. And if he does that, then their quarterback's just going to follow him in the hole. Kind of like we would in our big package with Aiden.
4th down and long. It's the Cherokee Nation Game of the Week. The Mustangs on the road at Miami. They're in a shotgun with 3 receivers. Mustang defense trying to create some motion on the line on the offense. They don't buy for it. They are going to change the play.
Shifted right. I think they're going to run to our right. We're a little smaller up front there. Yeah.
He's going to get it. Into the end zone. The Wardogs will put 6 on the board.
Blake talked about it in pregame. We're going to have to stop the run. I mean, that they exclusively marched down the field with the run. The one pass play they had was incomplete. So I say that. They had one little short one to the tight end.
Yeah.
But that's just a long run, really. We're going to have to do a better job. And you saw them shift to the right. We had Colin and Gabe on our right side, which is their left, and they weren't interested in 4th and short run in that direction. So we're going to have to recognize that and do a better job.
Shane Duthit, their kicker. Ball down, kick on the way. It's up. It's good. We're tied at 7 with 41 left to play in the first quarter. Be back with more right after this.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mustangs are on the road at Miami. We're tied at 7. And Miami just kind of ran the ball down the field, which is their game plan. It's kind of what they want to do.
Absolutely. You know, we talked about that pregame. You think about it, if you divide 10 by 4, you only got to get 2.5 yards per snap, and that's essentially what they did, those 2 middle possessions there. They barely got first downs on 4th down before they hit that big play. That is tough to stop, so they're going to put some pressure on us to come up and rally and make big plays.
Wardogs ate a lot of time off the clock. I think that's also part of what they plan to do.
Oh.
Okay.
We touched it. So it's going to be, this official is going to correct it. We touched it.
Yeah, so
if
it
we
should
would,
be out of bounds right
it's
there.
out of bounds.
Right.
It's not a flag for kicking it out of bounds.
He didn't kick it. He just hit it with his hand. But
Yeah.
there shouldn't be a flag on that.
You can hear the Wardog faithful giving their good tidings and cheer. But they're going to get that corrected. That's easy.
Yeah, they'll pick up the flag.
Puts him in a tough spot because if it flutters right there, it's a live ball.
Sure.
And so he has to either be certain that's going out of bounds or he has to pick it up. And he kind of was just caught and didn't know what to do.
They're treating it like he didn't touch it. So the Mustangs got away with one.
Yeah, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
He was out of bounds when he touched it. Our IT
guru, spotter, technical director.
Who's never paying attention. Must have been
MacGyver. Well, now we got a flag. We must have an. This is where you wish the refs were mic'd up.
Yes. We need Blake to be able to run in and out of there.
Yeah. Blake, they wouldn't mind. Go ahead.
I don't know that I want to get caught in one of them huddles.
So it's a sideline warning on the Wardogs. Yes, the coach wanted to talk about it. Official didn't want to.
It seems like, I'm judging by the head coach and the guy with the same haircut as me on the sidelines. I think he got into it with the sideline official.
Handoff, right side.
No, he kept
Nope, correction. JoJo kept it. Even faked me out. Good thing I wasn't a defender.
Yeah, it seems like a situation where the head coach was telling the assistant, like, that's enough. I think he was still getting on the official, and the official said, you know what, we're done with that.
Gain of 7 for the Mustangs. Brings up 2nd down and 3. Puts you in a great situation. You can do a lot out of 2nd down and 3. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Trimble just doing what he does. Hardcore running. Looks like he'll pick up the 1st down.
Yep, they're saying stop the clock. That's going to end the first quarter 7-7. Quick first quarter.
So they will stop the clock to move the chains. But it'll start, and Mustangs will probably take this as kind of a timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
At All Smiles Dental and Dentures, we offer a friendly, down-to-earth atmosphere, new techniques and technologies, expert doctors, and an experienced, caring dental team. We are proud to provide great dental care for your entire family. Your smile is often the first thing people notice and the one thing they remember. We'd love to work with you to help you keep your teeth and smile for a lifetime. We offer complete dental care for the whole family, from preventative dental care, cosmetic and restorative dentistry, pediatric dental care, dentures and partials, sports mouth guards for your athletes, and more. Please call today to speak with any member of our team regarding questions you may have or to make an appointment with our gentle and elite doctors. You can also request an appointment online at allsmilesdentalanddentures.com. Dr. Garrison, Dr. Allen, and our entire elite team look forward to providing you with the excellent care that you need and deserve. Give us a call today at 443-9900 for your next dental appointment. All Smiles Dental and Dentures, conveniently located just off of Highway 169 in Oologah.
JoJo looking for a man. Overthrows Aiden Trimble just a little bit.
Took a big hit. There wasn't much there, so that might even have been a hang on my throat where only my guy could potentially get it because there wasn't a lot there. They did a good job. We hit that last week for a touchdown, that same play.
Brings up 2nd down and 10. Sand Springs on top of Booker T, 13-7.
Yeah, we mentioned the Bristow score. That they're leading 14-0 over Grove now, so they came out quick.
Bixby's on the road at Choctaw. That most likely, as we talked with TJ Eckert in the pregame, Bixby Choctaw may be a precursor to the goal ball game in Class 6A2. Aiden Trimble going to go around the left side.
Oh, there's a flag.
There's a flag. He's got
That's
some room. It was thrown right in there. Where typically that's a holding. It may be something different, but if I'm guessing, that's where we're headed.
Cleveland Sky 2, scoreless. 11 minutes left in the second quarter.
They're having to talk about it.
It's actually a face mask.
Oh, on us?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I mean,
No,
they've got the ball.
No, they're
Personal
going
foul.
15.
Yeah.
Back
So
from where
they
this guy
wanted to
is
know
going.
where he went out of bounds, and they're saying he went out of bounds at the 41-yard line, so they'll mark
You're
off
gonna add that
15
on.
from there. Yeah, absolutely. The Mustangs will get 1st down and 10. Great field position. 26-yard line.
We definitely got away with a hold there because Coach Mess was on somebody.
He
not
was.
pulling it down, so we definitely got away with a hold, so that's a good thing for us.
So it's a 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yep. Moving left to right on the 26-yard line. We need to go get some points here. I wouldn't mind seeing Braxton Moore. He's got size advantage. Let's get him right in the middle of the end zone and chunk one to him.
Play clock's at 13 and counting. Mustangs in an I formation with 2 receivers. Handoff up the middle.
I just got a text. A little shout out to Rick on how clear the picture is and how great the picture of the scoreboard is. So
Nate Morrow on the carry
Good
for
job,
the
Rick.
Mustangs. He'll gain 3. Special thanks to Cherokee Nation's Cherokee Nation Game of the Week, and through their support and our other great donors.
Yep.
Up our game a little bit, too.
Cherokee Nation's great. Keith Austin, if you see the videos I shoot with Coach Wagner, that's done in our new studio. So
Nate Morrow up the middle.
shout out to Advanced Homes. I looked up the Vances. They don't have anybody at Oologah anymore, and then looked up at the junior high football game, and there they are. So they're big supporters and big supporters of the stream. So thank you guys very much.
Absolutely. They sponsor our tailgate show. It's 3rd down and I believe 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 6. Definitely in that 4-down territory. As you saw Miami go for it twice down on this end, I would assume the Mustangs would answer, although Jackson is getting a little more accurate with his field goals. But we want to put points on the board. There he is. Oh!
Missed opportunity. Ball's a little high.
And, man, he would have made a profit out of me had he caught that.
You were looking real good.
I was looking really good.
Until you weren't.
Because I do think they want to incorporate that tight end because Connor right there was wide open, in and out of his hands. He'll dream about that one in his sleep.
Those tight ends wear a little bit bigger pads, and they block a lot, so their hands are a little bit, not as nimble. And that was just a high one. There's a 6 inches lower. I think we're hearing the fight song right now.
It is 4th down and 5. The Mustangs are going to go for it. Play clock's at 7. Joe back to pass.
Didn't get a lot of separation. Looked like good coverage on the Wardogs.
Keaton Jinks on the coverage there, so the Wardogs will hold. And they'll take over on downs from the 21-yard line.
Jinks did a good job there. He kind of sat on that first down. If we could have maybe had a read route there and pumped and went, we might have been big time. But good job by their defense, and we're going to have to tackle better than we did in that first possession, or second possession on them. We got to get off the field.
Coach Rowe was talking to Caden and Aiden, showing them some stuff on the tablet, so look for that, some adjustments there in the linebacker core.
Hand off up the middle. Missed tackle right there. Could have had him for a loss. Number 6, their carrier, Hunter Nichols. He'll gain 3. Actually, a gain of 4 brings up 2nd down and 6.
Brent, have you been to the fair this year?
I have not.
Yeah, I'm out on the fair.
Boy, yesterday would have been a fun day to go grab lunch at the fair. I'm not sure how. Yeah, there you go. Here come the flags.
I've heard some horror stories. I was talking to a teacher today about the parking situation. I guess they did away with the giving you rides in from the parking lot, and they waited for about an hour to pay to park, and got up to the front, and the lot was full, and had to go wait in another line.
So if Brent was going to go to the fair,
yeah,
Brent wouldn't go on a Friday night, Saturday, or even a Sunday. Brent would go Thursday at noon.
And eat something fried.
Go grab fair food for lunch.
Maybe a turkey leg.
Walk around. My grandma used to enter the quilting contest, and I would go look at some of the quilts and love to go look at the livestock.
Yeah. Our
last time I
FFA's
was
been
at the
there
fair,
all
my
week.
nephew was competing with our FFA, and went and watched him, but it's been a hot minute. They didn't even have it last year, did they? COVID?
They had some show
Some stuff,
but
okay.
that's really it. It was really they only did some livestock. Good to see everything kind of hopefully getting back to normal.
So it's 2nd down and 11. Quarterback back to pass. He's under pressure, and he'll be brought down.
Great job.
Caden Miller will get the sack for the Mustangs.
Patrick Miller.
Thank you.
Patrick's a name we just call every week.
Yeah.
Good kid. Was in the homecoming court. Hadn't played in a few years, and he just makes plays. He's a smart kid, and he can run a little bit, and he just makes good, smart plays. That's a big-time play.
Loss of 9 on the play.
I think that kind of picks us up. We were a little bit down in the dumps, I think, not making that 4th down. That gives us a lot more momentum going into this.
It's a very predictable situation, 3rd down, 21.
Oh.
Well, it was 4th down. They punted.
I don't know what just happened.
Because the scoreboard says 3rd down. The field marker cross says 3rd down.
So you see that sparingly. So they're kind of saying, we're going to catch you off guard. We're not going to give you a chance to return it. We're probably not going to convert on a 3rd and 21. That's not the type of offense they have. And so they're going to pooch punt with their quarterback. And you know what? He did a good job.
Yeah.
So can't really argue against it. It definitely caught us all off surprise. We were second guessing.
Flip the field so much, but it did get them out of trouble because you don't want to pick 6 in that situation. You don't want anything cheap. And you're right. The chances that close to the end zone and converting a 3rd and 21. 8:33 left to play till halftime. We're tied at 7s. Mustangs are going to bring 2 receivers to the narrow side of the field. There's nobody to the far side of the field. Now they're going to move Streeter in motion. He's just going to kind of end around, pick up 5, maybe 6 on the carry.
Yeah, looks like 7 maybe. Fell forward.
Yeah.
Now the little wrinkle, we haven't seen him take a whole lot of jet sweeps this year. So
ball placed right at midfield. 2nd down and 3.
7-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 3 at midfield.
they only have one guy here covering 2. We're on a run. We don't catch it.
Oh, that's never fun when that flag comes in. Trimble would pick up the 1st down. We'll see what the laundry on the field looks like.
That's going to be unfortunate. We're going to go from a 1st down to a 2nd and long.
Yeah, it's holding against the Mustangs, so that'll back them up. And those are penalties that, man, you can have a drive going just so good, doing what you need to do, and a holding penalty will just set you behind the chains.
Yeah, I mean, 10 yards from the spot of the foul is
Yeah.
huge. You go from, 2nd and 3 to 2nd and 13, or 2nd and 12 looks like.
2nd down and 12 from the Oologah 41.
Maybe we'll come back to that. They missed an assignment last play. We ran with it, but they only had one guy covering 2.
Joe, quick to the far side.
Good gravy. They're going to get, looks like Gabe Grazier. They're going to call something. I was looking right at it and didn't see it. Blake, they're going to call block in the back or hold?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to read.
It looks like he just got in the
what he's
way. I
saying.
don't know. That's what they're talking about, I think. I don't know that he touched him. A guy's shaking his head. Maybe they'll wave this off.
They're going to wave it off. Okay.
I don't second guess the refs much, but I was watching because I thought, man, Gabe's up down the field making a play for us. And I don't think he did anything but get in the way. I think they ran into him.
So after a holding penalty set us back, we're back 3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs. Ball's just shy of midfield. Mustangs in a big set with 1 receiver to the far side, 1 to the near side. JoJo back to pass. He's going to run. May just take it and tuck it. Nope, he'll throw it away.
It's a good play by him. We were trying to hit Streeter, who's that, Ashton, right, or Streeter on the far side deep, and it looked like corner did a good job of being physical because now they're going to sideline warn us, I think. They're not afraid to throw the flag tonight.
They're
How about
not
that?
afraid to
We
throw
have
the-
we've seen a lot of clean high school games. I think we've seen more flags already than we've seen in a couple games.
So they're going to call intentional grounding, but there was a receiver right there.
And we were outside the pocket.
And he was outside
And he
the
threw it past the line of scrimmage. Blake, coach us up. What did we do wrong?
What happened here? What did I miss?
I don't know. I guess they're going to say that AJ was too far down the field. It was kind of blatant. I mean, you could tell that's what he was trying to do. And, yes, he was outside the tackle box, and he was –
And the ball went past the line of
scrimmage, which is the criteria with the receiver. I don't know if the officials thought the receiver was too far down the field, if they thought it was too blatant. I'm not sure.
They didn't like it regardless. What you're saying.
Things that make you go,
Needless to say, we were moving there, and that penalty on 2nd down when we got a 1st down, and here we are punting from our own 20.
They brought pressure.
We need a Mustang bounce here.
Going to get a little bit of one. It'll bounce out of bounds about the 37-yard line. So the Wardogs will take over 1st and 10. Well, I tell you what, sometimes those holding penalties can just shoot you in the foot. And that's exactly what happened on the drive. You were moving, doing what you wanted to do. You got a holding penalty, set you back behind the chains, and just never could recover.
Well, there's a reason, and regardless of level of football, unless it's 3rd down going into 4th down, you never see a holding call declined. Even if you stop them for no gain, you're going to take the 10 yards because averages tell you that you're not going to get a 1st down after that. And we built into that just then, unfortunately. We need to get a stop because we don't want to give them any more confidence than they have, holding us to 7 at home.
Handoff up the middle. Mustangs are trying to strip the ball away. Carry Hunter Nichols. Caden Smith, part of what brought him down. Caden had his hand in there trying to rip it away.
Yeah, but that's 5 yards, and I promise you they will take 5 yards.
Sure.
All day long, their head coach will be clapping. Because that'll march it down the field. We got to do better.
Seth Davis, the back for the Wardogs. Fun fact, they're the only mascot in the United States that's the Wardogs. Gain of 3. Bring up 3rd down and 2.
Big stop here. If we can hold them for no gain, we're going to almost be forced to punt. Looks like they're going to call it a long 1. I bet we see another quarterback run here.
Yep.
Following the running back.
When the quarterback runs like that, they get the running back as an extra blocker. It makes it really hard to stop on short yardage situations.
Your linebackers certainly got to be in their gap.
Almost got to disrupt it with the line.
Sure.
Oh, they're going to hand it off, and they're going to get it.
They'll get it. Gain of 3, 1st down and 10 for the Wardogs.
And again, it looks labored, but they will take it. They'll keep moving the chains. That's right what they want to do, eating the clock, keeping it out of our hands. And we're playing right into it then, getting all those penalties on offense and having to punt.
You know, talking about the field, the sideline, it feels like we're a little bit rattled down here about the situation.
Like,
a little bit. We're caught off guard.
Yeah.
We thought we would have been in a little bit different situation here with 5:40 left in the second, but we just got to come back from that little adversity.
3 receivers on the field for the Wardogs. 2 are to the wide side. Handoff up the middle. He's got lots of room. Mustangs need to bring him down. Hunter Nichols, the carrier. Big gain for Miami.
Looks like we're a little antsy, maybe coming downhill too quick, and that's just leaving big holes for him.
Yeah, he got past some defenders pretty quick, and then he's kind of a tall guy, got some long legs. He can create some space.
I think we're double gapping a couple holes, which means we got 2 guys in the same spot. And that's not right. The defense is made, to fill every gap. So when you got 2 guys in one spot, it leaves a big gap like that.
That's a false start.
That'll certainly help back them up 5 yards.
Their turn to.
Xander Clark be the offensive lineman that jumped. Correction, that's Jacob Beebe. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Bring up 1st down at 15 for the Wardogs. They move from right to left. 5:04 left to play till halftime. The Mustang Stallion Battalion. They'll not be marching tonight, but they'll be marching tomorrow in competition. The OBA, Oklahoma Band Association competition, is actually in Sapulpa. They'll march late in the afternoon, and then that will determine whether they get to march in finals or not.
Yeah, he told me tonight they're the second to last band. So as soon as we march, we probably won't even go back to the staging area. We'll just hang around and kind of see if we made finals.
Hand off around the left side. Goodness gracious. Ty Cherry will save a touchdown and bring him down.
Bristow now 21-7 over Grove. Looks like Bristow scored with every possession.
Caden Smith will help on the tackle to bring up 2nd down along 5.
Cushing winning 13-0. They're number 4 ranked and headed to our district next year.
Oh, yeah.
Got a good junior class, so they're looking to be good. They're always kind of good, but definitely contenders the next couple of years.
Ball is spotted down on the 20-yard line. They have 2 receivers to the far side of the field. A big guy to the near side. Handoff up the middle. He'll pick up 14.
Gabe did a good job getting in the backfield. Almost brought him down. Just out of arm's reach.
A little phrase we use around Oologah High School called Mustang Magic. Boy, you'd like a turnover. You'd like something to keep them out of the end zone. Boy, if you could hold them to a field goal, you'd like for something to go your way. You're 3:46 till halftime. Be nice to get a stop.
Yeah, we really don't need to let them get any points. And I know from warm-up, their kicker can make it from here, no problem.
Quarterback's just going to keep it. Nothing there. Connor Lynham will bring him down.
Braden Langbean there as well. Good job. By our 2 DNs, kind of collapse in the pocket there, and they're going to switch quarterbacks.
Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. Ball spotted at the 11. They can get a 1st down. 3:08 as the clock continues to tick.
Carson Jinks coming in to play quarterback. He's the one that ran for the touchdown.
He seems to be more their kind of multi-tool guy, the guy that kind of do everything.
4 seconds on the play clock. A little confusion, but they're going to get it off. He's just going to keep it being met in the backfield.
Good job. That play looked, you know, a little bit lacking before it even got off, and then the low snap definitely didn't help at all. Not sure who called the timeout.
So I think the Mustangs called timeout.
We did. We called timeout. I think Coach Wagner's hoping we can get a stop here and we'll get the ball back and go score before halftime.
So with that timeout, we'll take one as well. We'll be back with more right after this.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Mustangs on the road in district play at Miami with 2:42 left to play until halftime. We are tied at 7s. And I guess for Miami, one of the advantages of sharing a town with a college is you have the benefit of using their stadium. And one of the advantages of using a college stadium is a Jumbotron.
Absolutely. Looks like they go in halfsies. They got both logos on the field, which looks sharp. You know, you don't see it in the middle. You see them on the side, and they got the big Jumbotron scoreboard. Looks nice.
So 2:42 left to play. 3rd down and 10 for the Wardogs. Big 3rd down for the Mustangs. You'd like to hold them here.
Jet Sweep going to throw it.
Oh. I think he's just going to throw it out of the back of the end zone. Probably his best call.
Yeah, we had some good pressure there. Patrick Miller, and then followed up kind of second wave with Colin Schrader, and that looks like they're going to bring out the kicking team. Good job by the defense to at least force a kick.
Shane Dowd is their kicker. What is that, about a 30-yard kick?
It'll be about 34. Oh, no, you're right. My math's wrong. He missed it.
He missed it.
Great job by the defense.
You know, I don't want to say anything about the Mustang Magic, but I did bring that up.
It was a good stop.
Good stop by your defense.
A good timeout by Coach Wagner. We got 2.5 minutes.
Absolutely.
With the clock stopping on first downs, plenty of time to move down the field and get in position to score, and we get the ball after half. So if we can do one of those kind of New England Patriot things where we score and then you come right back out and get the ball again and score again, that's just a crusher on the other team.
But you gave your defense a breather, and you got to talk about things for just a second. And sometimes on those big stands like that, it's good to just kind of collect your thoughts. Mustangs with 4 receivers. Joe, back to pass. Got Streeter to the far side, gain about 4.
Did a pretty good job. Didn't look like a lot there initially and was able to get some positive yards. We need to stick our blocks a little bit better than that.
Correction, I believe Nate Morrow on the catch.
That was Streeter.
Oh, was it Streeter? Okay. Handoff to Trimble, right side, flag way over here.
Man.
Probably going to get Braxton for some kind of hold. And something that had no effect on the play.
Yeah, that's wonky. You hardly ever see a flag 15 yards deep on a run play.
I thought it was actually maybe too many men on the field. It looked like they tried to sub.
Oh.
And because that was right at the snap that when that flag came out.
All right. Well, maybe you're right.
So, I mean, I don't know, maybe, but we'll see where they spot this one.
It's a surprise. Yep.
All right. We'll take it.
Decline. We'll take the result.
Mustangs will take the yards. 2:08 on the clock. 1st and 10 for Oologah.
Blake, your mom be proud. You can count to 12.
That was my number, so I just kind of got that one
That's
down.
fast.
You know what I mean?
I can't count that fast. If you're up to me to count 12 guys on the field, like your eyes just kind of get used to it. You look, but I'm not that fast.
We're going to get a false start on the running back.
Nate Morrow will jump just a little too early, so back him up 5.
We're going to bring in Stovall. 2 running back look with Trimble and Stovall.
Penalties like that are just kind of drive killers, you know. They just stop all your momentum and just make you I mean, obviously they make you lose yards, but just the momentum factor, and it slows you down, and just frustration. It just causes a lot of negative aspects.
It's a little too amped up. Obviously, we were going on 2, and he got to lean him forward. And
it's either fall down or collect yourself. A little bit of pressure on JoJo. He's just going to hold on to it. Probably his best move at that moment.
Looks like we had a chance to hit Aiden early and just had some backside pressure. And this is tough because this situation, you don't want to go too fast because if you don't get your first down, you're going to be punting it.
Yeah.
They're not really a team built to go fast, but
loss of a yard brings up 2nd down and 16. So we're moving backwards. Ball's at the 25-yard line.
Unfortunately, that's been a theme when on our drives we haven't scored. It's penalties and negative plays.
JoJo just going to keep it. Get behind a blocker. He'll get 6 of that.
Yeah, good
bring up 3rd down and 9. I think we're going to have to find a way in the second half. You're going to have to find a way to get the JoJo to AJ conversation going.
You're going to have to hit a pass. They're really stacking the box, blitzing, run blitzing. You see the safeties. I talk about it all the time. Their weight's on the balls of their feet. They're headed downhill. And we're going to have to do something to get some of that weight on their heels and get the box kind of spread out.
You're going to have to get them to respect the pass, and you just get them out of the box.
You see right now, look how many bodies they got 3 yards from the line of scrimmage. I mean, they got 9 guys 3 yards from the line of scrimmage.
41 seconds and counting. He's going to go for Streeter. He'll catch it, but out of bounds.
We throw it out of bounds. We don't have a chance. Good job by number 12.
Keaton Jinks. Kind of just pushed him out of bounds, but the referees didn't see anything there worth throwing a flag, so it'll say 4th down and 9, and the Mustang punt team will come on with 36 seconds left to play.
Check your official game programs.
And I think the coaches wanted
a
some
flag here. I'm not sure.
Well, I think the coach wanted
sideline warning.
Yeah,
we already had a sideline warning.
This one will be costly. This one will cost.
They're saying because Wagner ran on the field to talk to the player.
No, I think he wanted to talk to the umpire. Okay.
We didn't.
Oh, we didn't have a sideline warning the first time.
You're correct.
We thought we were going to.
That's our one.
So that's our one.
Barely got that off.
Way to stand in there and take it. Man, that's kind of nerve-wracking when you got 3 blue jerseys raining down on you, and he just stood there, held his composure, and punted that thing away. Ball at the 38-yard line. They've got 30 seconds. Mustang defense, you want to keep them off the board, keep them out of the red zone.
They're going to go back, looks like, with Carson Jinks. He's kind of been their bigger play quarterback.
They do have all 3 of their timeouts. The Mustangs have 2. You can't take them with you.
Yeah, if they get any kind of positive play without the clock stopping, they're going to burn it.
Play clock's at 19, 18, and counting.
Looks like we had a chance. Looks like Patrick Miller was right there. He kind of was looking the other way and just turning through. And
boy, Ty Stevens got his hand on it, and there was nothing
that would have been
between Ty and that end zone.
You wouldn't be hearing their band right now. You'd be hearing our band. Want to shout out to Mrs. Fitzgerald and her daughter Kennedy, who's listening to the stream. She's a big fan of the stream. Hi, Kennedy.
2nd down and 10. As Wardogs move right to left, they'll just hand it off up the middle. Brought down by a host of tacklers for the Mustangs. Connor Lynham was the first guy, I think, to kind of slow him down and get some help.
That's going to take us to halftime if they want it to.
17 seconds and counting. Big shout out to the Orr House there in Oologah.
Yeah.
Stream the game so folks can go have dinner and
big
enjoy Mustang
supporters.
football. They've got 5 seconds. They're going to try to do something here.
Whoa. He's going to just throw it as hard as he can. And we let him get behind us. Good grade. Oh,
goodness
dear.
gracious, Streeter.
Sorry, guys. Our mic's
there's a gentleman right by our crowd mic that he was wanting a flag.
As we would. I'm not hating. As we would. We'd be yelling the same thing.
Yep.
You know we would.
Absolutely.
Wasn't much to the bump there, but yeah, definitely.
Tied at 7s at halftime. The Mustangs are on the road at Miami. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207. And go Mustangs!
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Lakeside State Bank has been serving Rogers County since 1976. At Lakeside State Bank, our goal is to ensure that our community will enjoy the benefits of a locally owned and operated financial institution and to provide quality services no matter how simple or complex your banking requirements may be. We proudly offer you the latest in banking technology. Banking convenience is available through any touch-tone phone, internet banking from your home or office computer, and we provide a website full of information. We offer a wide variety of services in personal banking, business banking, loans, and mortgages. We are here to serve you with 2 convenient locations in Chelsea at 516 Walnut Street and on the corner of Highway 88 and 169 in Oologah. Visit our website at lakesidebank.com for more information on how we can serve you. Lakeside State Bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Protect her home and family in a disaster. Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the halftime show. The Mustangs and the Miami Wardogs are tied at 7. And I've got a new piece of equipment here tonight. It's called a cell phone. And I am joined by Grant Merrill from Oklahoma Sports Prep Postgame Show. Grant, you're on your road to Oklahoma City at this point, I would imagine.
Yes, I just passed through Stroud. I have completed the purchase of 2 Coca-Colas from the middle of the road convenience store. And that means I'm officially ready for the Prep Sports Post game tonight because I have my caffeinated beverages in hand.
So Grant lives in Owasso, makes the road trip to Oklahoma City where they broadcast from that studio. What time do you get home most Friday, early Saturday mornings?
I actually live in South Tulsa, so it kind of saves some time off from if I was going to Owasso. But normally about 1:35, 1:40.
Well, there's some big games tonight that I've kind of been watching. I have Sand Springs ties, and I've talked about that before. And Bobby Klink, who worked with Bill Blankenship's got Blankenship ties, he really has turned the Sandites into a team on the rise. Big game tonight between Booker T and Sand Springs tonight. We're trying to check the score, but at last I saw it, Sand Springs was leading. Okay, so it's in 6A2. You got to be honest. Bigsby is there, probably the number 1 team in the entire state among all classes, but still, this is a big game. Right now, Booker T's on top, Sand Springs 20-13. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out tonight.
I bet you that's going to be a shootout, honestly. I know that I want to watch it if I can at some point, but Bobby Klink's a great football coach. He, of course, was a standout at Jenks as a player, and then went to East Central, and then kind of knelt at the hand of the master there with Bill Blankenship for a couple of years. But he's taken those Sandites and turned them around. Everybody loved Dustin Kennard, but Bobby's been able to take that team and take them to the next level. And really, in his second year there, for them to be approaching the possibility of being 6-0 tonight, that's huge. Booker T, it doesn't matter what year it is or what their record is, they're always a dangerous threat no matter who they're playing.
Absolutely. Well, a game of no surprise, but I do kind of anticipate this being the gold ball game. Bigsby at Choctaw. Bigsby's on top 28-7. That's also a good game in that 6A2.
Yeah, and I thought that Choctaw might play him a little closer. I've been actually listening to that one on the Sports Animal as I've been driving, and that's one that, over till over. Choctaw's always got tricks up their sleeve. They may be able to at least narrow the deficit in the second half of play, but they're it doesn't look like anybody's catching Bixby this year. And I tell you, the one team that I'd be surprised if they didn't play it a little close is Sand Springs. That's going to be a interesting matchup when Sand Springs and Bixby get together.
Absolutely, a game of big interest for us in Class 4A. They're in our district, and this is just a hard district. Wagner is what Wagner is. I mean, they've got state championships piled up over there. Bristow, obviously what you might call a blue blood in Oklahoma football. Grove has steamrolled everybody they've played this year. We've certainly been a victim in their wake, but Bristow on top of Grove, 21-13. I didn't even know what to expect. Like, if I had to pick that game, I probably would have picked Grove. They've still got a half of football to play.
Well, when I drove through Bristow a few minutes ago, it was a ghost town, so I think everybody's at the game. But you're right about that. Grove is definitely been not a surprise this year, but it's just been kind of expected that they were going to roll over everybody, and they've done so. But, there's always that one night that somebody gets upset, and Bristow could be the one to do it tonight. I guarantee it'd be a happy atmosphere when I come back through there later.
Yeah, absolutely. Grant, tell us a little bit about the radio show and where you guys are across the state, how folks can listen in.
Well, you can listen in the Oologah area on 97.1, the sports animal. Now, on your way home, you can listen on 96.1, Brent. That's the sports animal's Grand Lake and Bonita station. And, you can also watch the show on Squirtle. So we're looking forward to having you wherever you are tonight.
Squirtle's a great app, too. We use that. We utilize that in the press box. We're calling games, and they do a great job of reporting scores from all across the state. You also have a TV show that's on TV, but you can even catch it on the Internet. Tell us about that. I know you're partners with Chris Lincoln on that deal.
That is Oklahoma Sports Scene. We tape it Monday at the Hard Rock in Catoosa, and it'll be on Wednesday night at 10:30. Friday nights at 10:30. In fact, I can watch it. I sometimes watch myself on TV while I'm doing our show down there, and then on Sunday nights as well. So it's a great opportunity. Our guest this week, Little Joe Washington, is on with us, and a couple of other great guests as well. So,
all right, I'm going to make you pick OU, Texas, the Texas State Fair. Who you got tomorrow?
I wouldn't root for Texas if it were the last way of a hostage situation.
Yeah.
So I'm going for OU. I think they win it by a touchdown.
All right. Well, Grant Merrill, you're a friend and a scholar, my friend. Happy travels tonight. I know you had a flat tire earlier, so hope all your tires stay flated, and we will chat with you later, my friend.
You're my roadside assistant if something happens, because you're the only one that's going to be on the turnpike when I'm coming home.
You're going to be in trouble, my friend. You're going to be in trouble. So, hey, we will be back with more of the halftime show right after this.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
I have no idea what that is. Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Hello, everybody. I'm guessing it's Blake. Blake probably needs to change his batteries. So typically we get to be on the side where the Mustangs are at. But since we're at this fancy stadium on the college stadium, Blake's actually on the other side of the field. So kudos to the technology for being able to do that. But sometimes batteries go low. Coach, why don't I call you Coach? Did you ever coach anything? Actually?
I did. I coached a lot of things.
You coach soccer now.
I coach soccer now, but I coach golf, coach basketball, did a little track.
Were you good at it?
Opinions vary.
What if I asked
like
Mrs. Hogue?
I think she would tell you that I was very good and very dedicated. I have some players. I actually have a player next week getting inducted in the Hall of Fame at Muskogee. Katrina Pearson, one of the best players I ever coached in golf. She's getting inducted in the Hall of Fame. So I think I was okay.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about stats there, soccer coach.
Yeah, Johnny Daramo getting us some stats. I think the telling thing for me, we only ran 23 plays. We didn't have the ball a lot, and when we did, we had 4 penalties of those 23 plays. So when you're cranking out a penalty, every 5 or 6 plays, you're not going to be successful. I think that's why you only see us with 7 points on the board. We had 12 rushing attempts for 70 yards. The bulk of that, Aiden Trimble, he had 6 attempts for 45 yards. I think we need to crank his attempts way up. And we only had, Joseph only went 3 for 8 for 19 yards. Our big play, A.J. Streeter went 1 for 1 when he threw it 33 yards to Braxton Moore for the touchdown. So Really, defense was on track. Defense did a good job holding them to 7 points. We got to score more points.
Yeah, so when I think about the second quarter, I think about 2 penalties that just shot yourself in the foot and backed you up.
Yep, we got a first down on a second and kind of short middle play, and that took us to 2nd and 12, and then we got the false start there when we got the ball kind of trying to go that 2-minute hurry up, and that just killed us.
Blake, you're the offensive coordinator. You've got to make the adjustments at halftimes. What are you thinking? What are you going to do with your offense to get them moving?
I think that we got to do something that channels AJ or Braxton or even Ashton, somebody to get behind the defense and make them respect what we're going to do in the pass game, because right now, as Mr. Hogue said many times, the safeties are playing way up in the box, 6-7 yards, and all they're doing is fitting the run.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have to find a way to open up your passing game, make them respect it, because right now they're committed to stopping Aiden Trimble, and if you can't open that up, it could be a long second half.
I really like when we down here, I know we didn't hit it. We faked the run, and we kind of curled Joe out, and he had a lot of room and didn't have anybody in his face. And he just kind of he had to throw it over to the defender and just kind of overthrew a tight end there. But I really like getting him out in space, kind of shrinking the field for him to have to read, and maybe making him a little more successful.
The Stallion Battalion will not be marching tonight, and so you can see on the field Miami. But I wanted to use this moment, Blake, to do our – well, quite frankly, it's my favorite segment. It's called How Cool is Kevin? I mean, either that or, we could listen to
or it's not.
So, no, it's great. I love this segment. I need some cool music to go under
We
that.
do need some better music.
Yeah.
And I've been on a streak going 2 for 2. Let's see if we can't go – or 2 for 3. See if we can't be perfect tonight.
Blake, are you ready for this?
Although I heard you guys laughing about it, so
well,
I think you're going to throw me at least one that's impossible.
Oh, no, it's not impossible. It's very near and dear to your heart. So,
all
right, you have to describe what these terms are, and they're not necessarily – some of them are, like street slang or whatever. So the first one is kind of falls in that category of it's a word that kids in the hallways of Oologah High School will say, and that's just drip.
Drip. That's drip. That means it's fresh or it's really nice. They really like it, that drippy. Something that's fresh and clean and hip and looks awesome or something.
And, as I've done this with the help of my freshman daughter – if you don't know the meaning of a word, just guess it's cool.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Just
trust me, they say some bad things in the hall too. But
well, no, I don't want to.
I feel like I got that one
right.
right.
This is a family broadcast, and Blake, you're the judge. Drip, like, did he get it's fresh? Is that cool? We good?
Yeah, normally it's kind of like your clothes or something that you're wearing, but it is describing something that's really cool or clean or crisp or something.
Sam
like that.
Hogue says drippy a lot. That's drippy.
That's drippy.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Makes me roll my eyes.
You can have that point. You can have that point.
So this term gets used a lot, but you're going to have to define the term as to what it is, and it's finsta.
Finsta? Yeah, I think that's one of those redneck words where it means you're getting ready to do something.
No, it's finna. That's like,
finna?
I'm finna do this.
Finna.
No,
Finsta.
Finsta is a fake Instagram account. So you have your Rinsta, which I don't really know that people say that, but that's just your real Instagram account. And then you have
your
a Finsta, which is like a spam account.
You didn't know that?
I probably should know that. There's some we deal with some Finstas in my office on a regular
I just gave you another weapon. there.
Yeah. I will misuse that next week in my office at some point. Be ready, kids.
I want to see your Finsta. Yeah, okay. So you've got drip, Finsta. You didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next one you need to define those two. You ready?
I'm ready.
You feeling good?
I feel good. We're gonna go 2 for 3.
Devious lick.
Oh goodness. I don't even want to talk about that.
This is where we need the studio cam.
So parents, I'm going to make a plea. Social media, it could be amazing, but for the most part, unfortunately, it's a tool that even adults struggle to use properly. Devious Licks was a challenge on TikTok, which I don't own a TikTok, or I guess you don't own a TikTok, but I don't have a TikTok, which is social media. And it was a challenge to destroy the school. And we talk a lot about, we live at the school. We spend more time there than we do awake at our house, and we want to keep it clean. And it wasn't the majority. We have 500 grade students. We had a couple students making some bad choices and doing what they call devious licks. And so it's unfortunate that someone would do that and kind of put that pressure on kids to maybe act out. But
so it's kind of a TikTok trend type thing.
I'm going to tell you, TikTok, Snapchat, parents, it's the devil. It's the devil. And like I said, you see adults not able to fully grasp and handle it. I'm sure I wouldn't have as a 16 or 17-year-old young man. So, yeah, I don't have either one of those.
I keep seeing you guys. How are you guys going to sabotage me?
We're not.
I keep seeing. What's the plan here?
What plan?
I don't know.
Why are you nervous?
I'm just.
I'm not Finsta. I don't have a Finsta.
I thought Fisher was my friend.
He is. He is. We just got a little surprise, maybe third quarter.
Oh my.
Little something fun. You get to have fun with me, and we're gonna once a season we can have fun with you.
Well, hey, real quick, we want to do our Raising Cane's Mustang Difference Maker of the Week. And one of the things I wanted to do with this is, we got so many organizations that operate in the fall, from drama doing stuff. FFA is busy because they got Tulsa State Fair going on, softball, volleyball, band. And there's a lot of parents, and there's a lot of great volunteers that work hard to make that happen. And so I thought this would be a great opportunity for us to just express some appreciation in our community. And Raising Cane's has been glad to partner with us with that. So whoever our Raising Cane's Mustang Different Maker of the Week is, they get kind of a free combo situation out of that. And it goes to John Mackey. John's a huge supporter and advocate of the FFA program, goes above and beyond for all the kids in the program, whether he's helping with livestock shows or maintenance in the ag building. John is just always there to help the kids for the program and with the program. And so from the Mustang family, we want to say a big thank you as our Raising Cane's Mustang Difference Maker of the Week goes to John Mackey. So, John, thanks to you and all of your support. Special shout-out to our FFA teachers, too. They are busy.
They are crazy. I passed them this morning. I went and picked up Fun Day Friday. I pick a student and a teacher every Friday and get them their favorite drink and snack, and I forgot to do that in advance, so I had to go pick it up first hour and pass both our ag teachers headed to the fair. They're busy. They live at
tired,
the fair.
like they have that look in their eyes.
Yeah, they look tired. Some of that's usually allergies from the hay in the barn.
Yeah.
They just do a great job. I mean, they live there and they live for our kids to have opportunities. We got kids showing vegetables at the fair. We got kids showing livestock projects. We got kids doing agri-science. Last week we had 3 freshmen find out they're in the top 3 in the nation at their agri-science project.
That's awesome.
So you become a state champion. You're one of 50 then, and then in their top 3, they get to go on stage at National Convention, and they were stoked, and we're happy for them.
A couple of guys that have that tired look, too, is John Matthews, Dave Smith, our band directors. This is peak season for them. So little fun fact, they have a band shirt that they wear when the band goes to perform, whether it's Friday night or whether it's Tuesday competition, Saturday competition. My eldest, who's now a freshman at OSU, his first year, we didn't know the trick of get 2 shirts. That's a thing, because you got to wash the shirt.
You don't have time to wash it by the time you get home. You get home.
And if you've got a Friday night game and a Saturday competition, I would literally be up at midnight changing the washer.
Yep.
So, but John and Dave do a great job. I'm really excited for them. I'm not sure when the last time we competed at OBA, and they are doing that tomorrow in Sepulpa.
Yeah, they're excited. They feel really good about where our kids are. I know we were up there decorating softball lockers, and it was like 7:30, and our band was basically doing their second practice of the day. They've been doing 2-a-days, getting ready for it. The kids are ready. I feel like I know he was frustrated. We ordered some new uniforms, which we got the band uniforms in. We didn't have the color guard uniforms, and they came in today.
Oh, wow.
So he was really excited. The kids got to try them on. I talked to a couple of the color guard members. They were really excited, just getting something new, just like a new football jersey. So they're excited. I think they're going to do well. I think we're going to be making the trip to watch finals tomorrow.
Next week is fall break for
yes, sir.
all
parent-teacher conferences. Let's talk about that. Tuesday night, 4 to 7, and then Thursday morning. We also gave the option to teachers to encourage doing more parent-teacher reach-outs and conferences. If they can get to 24 conferences, they can take Thursday off. Basically, they can earn that extra 3 hours off. So definitely want to get involved with our community and partner with you to ensure success with your student.
Absolutely. Coming up October 19th, that's a Tuesday, we at Oologah have the opportunity to host the Oklahoma Secondary Activities Association regional marching band competition. So it's a little bit different than OBA. This is the OSSAA version of that. We hosted it last year, and they had such a great time at Oologah. They wanted to come back, and so that's kind of a cool day for us. It's crazy day because we have all these marching bands from all over our area on top of us trying to have school. But Tuesday the 19th.
Yeah, 20-plus bands. That'll be a little bit different than our competition. Usually those bands will perform and leave. They come and they warm up and they'll perform and leave. But really cool. I know John's excited about hosting. And they do different things. The way he explained it to me, that competition's more old school, what we're used to, marching and the music, where OBA is more visual effects and the whole presence of it. That's why he was so excited to get the rest of those uniforms in to really just look as good, as crisp as we can.
So
drippy, to look drippy.
To look drippy. Blake Salt's on the sideline. How did they come out ready to go after halftime, Blakester?
I think they're ready to go. It's just how they can respond from adversity because obviously I don't think anyone associated with Oologah football thought this was going to be how the score was coming into the second half, but we'll see how we respond.
Absolutely. Mustangs will get the ball to start the second half. Want to say thanks to some of our big sponsors. It is the Cherokee Nation Game of the Week, and special thanks to Cherokee Nation, their proud sponsor, Mustang Football. Rod Henry Construction, all your septic aerobic system needs. Give them a call, 371-1207. And RCB Bank, that's my bank. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, located right off 169 in Oologah. So special thanks to those folks for helping make this happen.
Onside.
They're going to start it with an onside kick.
They're going to get it.
And I don't – boy, he just absolutely tackled that guy. There's the flag. Yeah, I don't think you can – not saying I'm the ref, but, I mean, he absolutely interfered with that.
And their coach is in the huddle with the official. That should They're going to back that up.
Let's go out here, guys. Let's get
They're
away
gonna
from the sideline to talk about this.
It looked like he made contact, but essentially tackled him. And you can block, but you can't tackle.
I think you
the
can
guy.
take a player out of the and Wagner from the far side of the field. He wants to.
That was
add
Warren
something.
Pierce. He's a freshman. He's a great kid, great young man. They're going to wave it off.
Wave it off. I'll be.
What do I tell you about those huddles?
They don't usually go Mustang blue.
Wagner's, I think, pointing and frustrated at the fact he wants to talk to the official.
And they won't talk to him.
Why do they're talking to this side. They're talking to their second coach on this side, and they won't go talk to Coach Wagner. He just wants an explanation. You know, and I like the way we came out. We came out, looked like we had a sense of urgency. Everyone hitting out of the locker room had a sprint, and then, boom.
So this can do one of two things.
That's devastating.
This can knock the air out of you, or it can make you mad. And sometimes playing mad's not a bad thing. You want to play mad, but under control. You don't want stupid penalties. You don't want flags on you for late hits. The Mustangs are going to play with some vengeance. All right, so they gain 2. That'll bring up second down and 8.
On the onside kick, I did see the white hat ref point over to Coach Wagner, and he was saying that Warren actually tipped the ball, and so at that point it was a live ball, and they could hit Warren. So that was their ruling on the field. I'm not saying he did or didn't. I'm saying,
and I don't want to argue with the official.
That's what the official said. That's what that was their
I
ruling.
thought the talk was more about was it a block or a tackle on Warren.
Yeah.
I don't think the ball was close enough to Warren.
Well, he would have been the only Mustang there that had been able to make a play, and the guy just took him out of it.
Oh, ball's on the
fumble on the play. That'll back him up about 3 yards. So it's going to bring up third down and 11.
And this could be a huge boost for us to go 3 and out again. We've only done that once tonight on the first drive. If we could sustain that emotional roller coaster of giving up the onside coming out of half and hold them 3 and out and get the ball back, that would be big. I think you'll see if they can get close or cut this in half. I think you'll see them go for it. They're going to come out gambling. They like where they're at. They're feeling good being tied, as they should.
So it is third down and 11. Shotgun. Little screen play.
Goodness.
He's going to get all 11 and then some.
Saying the ball's down again. What are they going to? They're pointing to the turf. That means they're saying he was down.
Yeah, they're going to rule that he was down before the ball was stripped. It did seem a little bit late from this angle. It looked like he was down. I think that's a good call, even if it is against the Mustangs. I think the officials are making the right call there.
It looked like we had that bottled up initially. That's a big play for this game. We might look back at that later. That's unfortunate. Big first down for the Wardogs. Handoff up the middle. Ooh, untouched. Another big gashing play, 15 yards. You see in the Wardogs start getting some chunk plays. They did that a little bit on their scoring drive earlier in the first half. 2 plays, 30 yards. Now they're just knocking on the red zone. We need some of that Mustang magic that Brent was talking about. We need a turnover.
They put it on the ground a couple of plays ago. Since then, they've been able to just march right on down the field. Big play involved. 3 receivers locked over there in trips. Quarterback's just going to keep it up the middle. Looks like gain of maybe a yard.
Good job by the Mustang defense rallying to the ball. There were several people there. We got someone on the turf.
Connor Lynham, he's down right now. He was there first.
Yeah, he had a big hit. Ref's helping him up. Looks like
he don't want to go off, but he has to if they
has
stop
to
play.
the clock. Maybe got the air knocked out of him a little bit. He's a big, tough kid. Rafe Tackett comes in for him. 2nd and 10. We need to force another field goal attempt.
So the Wardogs have used a 2-quarterback system tonight. Braylon Riley played a lot of the first half. Carson Jinks seems to have taken more of those duties of late. Seth Davis is their running back. Man wide open on the right side. Pass complete to Garrett Walls.
First down. It'll be 1st and goal.
First and goal from just inside the 10-yard line.
You can see the War Dog confidence and the coaches just growing. We need to make a big play.
The Mustang sideline looks like they could use a break. Just a little bit shell-shocked. 2 receivers to the far side. Quarterback's just going to keep it. Nothing there, but he'll keep.
Good job by Gabe Grazier and Colin Schrader. Gabe there first, forced him into Colin, and Colin he brought his lunch that hit. Connor Lynham coming back in. You see us this week going with a little bigger package up front just because they are so run heavy. Bigger bodies.
So they're saying a gain of a yard on the play, probably more of a half of a yard. 2nd down and goal from the 9-yard line. 11 seconds on the play clock, so Miami will have to hustle if they want to get this one off. 2 receivers to the far side. They've got 1 to the near side as they move left to right. Hand off.
Good job by Caden Smith. Fighting off a block, keeping hold of him.
Seth Davis, the running back for the War Dogs. Spot him down at the 8. Brings up 2nd and goal. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Monster play here, Blake. What do you think they're gonna? What do you think the War Dogs are gonna do here? They're gonna keep it on the ground and look at 4-down territory. Or you think they're gonna put it in the air?
I think they'll go with some type of quarterback run. A fake or something like that. They did bring in a different running back.
That RPO look.
Yes.
They got a big height advantage on our sidelines over there with Ashton.
They do.
Nope. Option look.
Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to fall into the end zone on a onside kick recovery to start the first half. Miami will drive about 48 yards and put 6 on the board. Boy, you got to be ready for anything on every play. Man, if you start at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely. We're probably hearing our fight song right now. This is going to test us. This is going to test our maturity and our composure. You've seen a tale of 2 sidelines. They're fired up, jumping up and down, and we got our heads held down a little bit. So Coach Wagner's going to have to get them fired up.
The PAT is good. Just like that, the War Dogs are up by 7 with 7:27 left to play in the 3rd quarter. It's Miami 14, Oologah 7. Be back with more right after this.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to NEO Field. It's the home of the Miami War Dogs and the NEO Norsemen. I'm Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue, Blake Salt. Special thanks to Rick Fisher, who's our technical director, or button puncher, or canuter valve operator. I mean, all those things. Brett Wigington runs the camera for us. Johnny Dermo does our stats. Mustangs are on the road tonight, and just kind of, boy, we need to find a gear in the second half. We need to come back and answer.
Yeah, and that's just a good job by them, seeing a look over here, seeing us being kind of spread out, only having 2 guys on this side, and taking a chance, being aggressive, and it paid off. We need to go down and score and answer immediately. That drive took half of the third quarter, and they started at the 50. So they're gonna chew up the clock. They're gonna really shrink the game, which is gonna be to their advantage. And we're gonna have to increase our play count.
So it's Shane Douthit set to kick it away for the War Dogs. Mustangs really haven't had much of a return game tonight. Oh, he could break it. Great return from Ty Stevens for the Mustangs. He'll get to the other side of the field.
Yeah, we're going to start on the plus, 47. It's our turn to start. And look for us to start quick and be aggressive. We don't have any time to waste.
No, that's good for our momentum. That kind of picks our heads up. The offense ran out there with a lot more confidence about them than they did stand on the sidelines.
So it's first down and 10. Ball's at the 47-yard line. Mustangs with a man in motion. Going to hand it to Trimble.
Great job, falling forward. 8 yards.
Gain 8 brings up second down and 2. We'll take it every play if you can get that.
You hear the crowd. The Wardog cheerleaders threw out free T-shirts. That always is a crowd favorite.
Everybody loves a free T-shirt.
No doubt.
My wife has me on a T-shirt. Like, if I bring one home, one has to go.
It's like a one in, one out, yeah.
Trimble, right side, first down, on his feet. Ball
out.
Came loose.
Thankfully,
but Streeter going to fall
right
on top of it and actually add some yardage to the play. Down to about the 28-yard line.
Streeter, Johnny on the spot, and Aiden's, he's really sure-handed. That sometimes when they catch you from behind, it's kind of a surprise and they can knock it out.
Streeter's going to go out. They've got Joe out as a receiver, Aiden Trimble in a wildcat, but he may throw it too. Trimble going to keep it up the middle. Make a guy miss, gain 7.
That's been a good package for us this year. Be interested to see his yards per carry out of that.
So the advantage of being effective in the run game and the advantage of them playing so many forward, it does put you in some isolation situations on your receivers if you can connect with them. They're committed.
Absolutely.
They've got a lot of guys in the box.
Braxton's at the top of your screen, and all alone.
Trimble going to gain a couple. Bring up third down and 2. But when your defense looks across and your stud running back's in the quarterback slot, you kind of predict run. They may be setting it up for something, for a big play later.
Yeah, well, that's where we hit the big one earlier for the touchdown, our lone touchdown.
Trimble going to get the first down, stay on his feet, pick up about 4 more. First and 10 from the 15-yard line.
I like that. We got a pep in our step, kind of firing downhill. Offensive linemen love to block the run because it's more aggressive, and they're doing a good job. This drive's kind of been on the offensive line. Looks
They're
like
going to stay in the Wildcat. So Joe will be a receiver closest to us. Trimble had a guy get hands on him in the backfield, still was able to squirt forward for a couple.
Good job by number 20, Alfred Bailey. Junior outside linebacker for the Wardogs. He'd seen enough of that. He was not going to be fooled.
Gain of 2, second down and 8. Mustangs stay with just the Wildcat.
Oh, that's there.
There he goes. One man to beat to the corner.
Yes, sir.
Stampede touchdown. Ashton Wright to the corner.
Another wrinkle there, and you kept feeling it was coming. You can only, well, I guess you can run up the middle.
That hole was big enough. You might could have got through it.
So
kudos to the right side of the line because they did clear a lot of room.
It was perfect on our vantage point,
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. He may have intended to go around the corner, and he saw that and said, I'll take it. Thank you.
Yeah, great job. Good execution
Works it on
there.
for the PAT. Ball's down, kicks on the way.
Oh, he missed it.
Oh, and it's no good. Boy, I hope that doesn't come back to bite you.
And Jackson's done a great job this year. Probably entered fall camp as our 3rd kicker. And with the car accident and then just the way things have felt, he's been doing a great job. So
I'd love to go back and watch a replay of that. It almost looked like he stepped in just like the snap wasn't down. Something was rushed in there just from the muscle memory aspect of it.
Absolutely. We take the snap and the hold for granted there, but those are 2 tough things that need to happen quick. But needless to say, that's a good answer. Quick answer.
Mustang Athletics like thanks some of our great sponsors like All Smiles Dental, quality and affordable dental care right here at home. Armstrong Bank working right along beside you. Been in Oklahoma for more than 100 years. Advanced Homes, advancedhbi.com. They're building your dreams. Cherokee Nation and Texoma Tractor, thanks for your support of Mustang football. With 4:29 left to play in the third, the Mustangs trail by a point. It's 14-13. Burchett set to kick it away.
Oh,
We're going to fair catch it.
Hey, we'll take that. The 24. All right. You get to have fun with me. We're going to I don't have a name for this segment, but we're going to call it something like What Was. So you graduated. We got your graduation picture up there looking sharp.
Got to rep the mullet.
Mustache. Good gravy.
Yeah.
93.
I was only 24 when I graduated.
So what was, who was? Who was the president in 1993 when you graduated high school?
Was that Bill Clinton?
It was Bill Clinton. Ding, ding. Can you give me one of the top? I got 6 here. I got the top 6 movies of the year in 1993. Can you give me one of them? Man. There's some big ones.
Forrest Gump.
I don't show Forrest Gump. The #1 movie that year was Jurassic Park.
Don't even know that I saw it.
That's a big-time movie.
Redneck from Talala.
We got Mrs. Doubtfire, The Firm, The Fugitive. All right, couple more. What was the most popular TV show in 1993?
Home Improvement.
Incorrect. Beverly Hills 90210.
Oh, I was talking
you
about
were a
cool
big.
people.
I can tell by your look there. You were a big.
I didn't even watch 90210.
Okay, 2 more.
Okay.
Top selling song of 1993. I know you were singing this. I don't know what you drove in 93.
Friends in Low Places?
No. Meatloaf. I would do anything for love. I thought that was ironic. Meatloaf.
Just the other day.
Our students probably don't.
Screen pass to the outside. Let's end this madness. Patrick Miller on the
one last. What was the cost of a gallon of gas in 1993?
Oh, $1.25.
Close. $1.16.
$1.16.
A little cheaper than that. So
cheaper than that.
We appreciate you. And if you watched our video live earlier, about half the stuff in the back of the Suburban is yours. So we appreciate you being a part of it.
What are you saying? It takes a lot to make me happen?
It takes a lot. Yeah, it does. So that was fun.
Vogue was a big song when I was I just remember. Remember mixtapes, like where you tried to either record them on the you tried to record them off the radio?
So you say that. After this play, that was at my Sunday. Casey Kasem. They're going to call timeout.
I'm Casey Kasem.
I had a boom box, and I literally would wait, and if it was a song I like, hit record as fast as I could.
Yeah.
And get most of the
because they did the countdowns.
Yeah.
So for me, it was country music. I was a big country music guy.
Yeah.
And Bob Kingsley, American Country Countdown. And I would do the same thing because you knew the last 30 minutes of that
was going to be great.
Was going to be great because it was the top, 5 songs or whatever. And so Bob Kingsley is one of the reasons why I went into radio. And, of course, love Casey Kasem.
Yeah.
So
good memories.
Good Lord. I started on radio in like 94 and finished up in 2002.
94.
94, yeah.
You were a youngin'.
I walked into Rogers State College over there.
With that mustache?
What do you think got me the gig? They said,
and
you'll never be on TV, but you have the perfect face for radio.
Must have not been a lot of applicants.
My first night was a Wednesday night, 2-hour shift, and KRSU was big band then.
Okay.
Of course, being in jazz band, and Al Hullum was a band director there, and I love big band music, so I was in, man. I could do some Count Basie with the best of them, some Glenn Miller, and let's just say there were long, awkward pauses of dead air when CDs didn't play the way they were supposed to, but I got it figured out.
Yeah, I remember tuning into the radio and there being more technical difficulties back then because you had to be Johnny on the spot. Now you don't even have to be there.
Yeah. My degree is in journalism broadcasting, and when I was in radio, it took 5 and 6 full-time employees to make a radio station happen. Now it takes a couple and a good computer. So
absolutely. Big third down here for the Mustangs.
3rd down and 6 for the Wardogs. He's back to pass. Overthrown. Boy, Streeter hit him hard. Did not lead with the crown.
No, that's not a dirty play. That's a big hit, and he's going to dislodge the ball.
Ow.
I know we don't want anyone injured.
No.
But I don't know what they're expecting AJ to do there. That's just a good play.
Eric McKibben is the down War Dog. Whew, he took a hit, too. You want to be careful with that, too. Don't get up too fast.
Yeah, you see everyone taking a knee, and you hope that young man's all right. He's been a good player tonight, but coaches nowadays, you have to get so much professional development, whether it's concussion training or heat. They really are very well prepared to take care of these young men, and they do a fantastic job because it's a physical sport and there's no guarantees. My own kids are proof of that, and there's no guarantees of injury.
As a kid in the 80s, and I'm big Dallas Cowboy fan with, of course, back in that day, Bill Bates, Danny White, I'm saying Emmett. Well, Emmett Smith would have been in the late,
Landry was, or Emmett was after that.
But those guys, there was no concussion protocol. You know what I'm saying? They just went and you played through the pain, and obviously they saw the long-term damage that had. I mean, there's a great documentary about that, and just the head trauma that those guys would take. So obviously coaches at the collegiate level, pro level, even the high school level, they're better at that. Even some of the equipment improvements.
There's protocols now for everything.
Yeah.
Baseline. They take baseline testing, so there's a cognitive baseline for each player, so that way if they take a big hit and you give them a test, you kind of know where they started, so you know if something's up. And I've personally seen Coach Wagner protect kids from themselves and say, no, you're not going back.
Yeah, because they want to. The kids want to be on the field. They want to play.
Good punt.
Streeter going to try to return it. It'll be knocked out of bounds.
And that doesn't seem like a big play, but he probably saved the way that ball was kind of low in line drive. Saved 10 yards. Who knows?
Well, and who knows which way it's going to bounce. It could bounce back your way, but it could also roll down to the 25, 26-yard line. So you saved yourself some yardage. So the Mustang offense comes in after the defense got a big stop.
Yeah, good 3 and out, and we need to go score, especially missing that extra point. We need to go put some points on the board and let them know that we're here and we've made some adjustments, and we're going to go win the game.
First down and 10 from the 41-yard line. JoJo going to keep it up the middle.
Good job.
Gain about 7 on the carry.
That was a good keep. Defense was flowing with Ashton and flowing with Aiden, and big hole there for him to turn it up and get a good 8 yards.
Bigsby on top of Choctaw. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little surprised by this score because I do think Choctaw is a pretty good team, but it's 42-7.
I think Bigsby is just unbelievable.
I think Bigsby would win state in 6A1. And they'll be playing in 6A1 next year.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be an issue. I mean,
Trimble, left side. First down and about 10 more. Good, strong, fast running. Ball down to the other 40-yard line, so it's first and 10.
Our two Rogers County neighbors that we both played, Collinsville leading Claremore 20-3 at the half.
Trimble up the middle.
Oh, breaking tackle.
He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 15, at the 10. Knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, number 8, Shane Dowett, there to force him out, but he wisely went low against Aiden. And a big-time run, a big-time job by the O-line.
First down. They're going to say first down and 10 or first and goal. That matters because you can get a.
I think they're saying we're at the 10, so it doesn't look like we can get a first down.
Yep, so it'll be first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Number 2 and 4A Poto up 52-0 over Sallisaw. Poto's really good.
Trimble up the middle. He's at the 5. Down at the 2.
Trimble does a good job. He has great vision for a running back and has good timing. You see a lot of running backs just run as fast as they can all the time. And, Blake, that's really not what a good running back does. They have good gears they can hit, but they let the play develop.
Absolutely. It's all about your offensive line because they create holes, and sometimes it's not just right as soon as you get the ball. To be able to watch and see what's developed in front of you and be able to have great acceleration to your top speed is very important for a running back.
Hand off. He'll bounce to the outside. Not a lot there.
He looks tired. He plays both ways, doesn't come off the field. Some scores of notice. Skytook 21, Cleveland 14 in the third quarter. That's 2 district foes.
So it's third down and goal. The scoreboard says the ball's on the 2.
Oh.
Joe.
Oh, I'm not sure if we got back on it. We definitely didn't score there, I don't think.
Tried to get the ball across the plane. Kind of a scary moment for the offense.
Yeah, they're going to say fourth down. He's a foot. And that's just, you're not under center a lot. And I don't know if you've ever taken a snap. Blake, I know you have. I have in junior high. It's not easy. The ball's coming in fast. It's a hard thing to do when you don't do it a lot.
So the Mustangs.
Touchdown.
Looks like they're going to get across.
They sure look like he reached across.
We'll go to instant replay.
Touchdown, yeah.
Yeah, so there it is. There's the call. Stampede touchdown.
All you got to do, the ball just has to touch the white line,
Right.
guys, and we were only a foot. And when he leaned forward and reached the ball backwards, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. I know they're upset. We would be too, but
I don't fault the officials. You want to get it right. You at least want to, hey, what'd you see, and have a moment to talk about it.
we all want them to make that quick, instant play.
Sure.
But I think even more than that, we all want them to get it right. We're going to go for 2.
To even up that PAT we missed earlier. So the Mustangs will go for the 2-point conversion. 46 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter. Joe under center. He's going to roll out. Got his guy. And it's good. Pass complete to number 44, Connor Lynham.
Like that. That's a wrinkle. We've been a power team. We just ran. And then a little rollout pass there to your position of note before the game.
I just really feel like that's a wrinkle they're trying to include. And, of course, Connor had a pass down here, a little bit overthrown to him down on the other end of the field. But if he caught that, there would have been 6 points on the board.
Yeah.
So the Mustangs have evened it up into the 7, so it's 21-14. Oologah on top.
That was a strike by Joseph. That hit him right between the 4s, and you're almost forced to catch that. Great job. What's the mood on the sidelines now, Blake? After being down 14-7, getting deflated by the onside, our whole sideline looks better.
Oh, yeah, it's great. The coaching staff's better. The sideline's better. Everything's just better over here. Everybody's a lot more confident. And the big thing about the 2-point conversion there is it makes it 14-21, which means it's back to a 7-point game. Like you mentioned, Brent, that makes a big difference in between it being 14-20 or 14-21.
Yeah. Yeah,
you can even have the lead but feel like you're playing from behind.
Correct.
Especially when clock's winding down, they have the ball, and you're like, oh, no.
Good kick.
So Burchett will boot it away. He'll take it at the 10. Good special teams bring him down at the 20-yard line.
Flag in late. Interested to see what that is because we have them kind of pinned back here.
McAllister to the south, they're ranked number 2 in Class 5A. I think they'll have a shot to play Collinsville for that gold ball. They're on top of Durant, 35-7.
Yeah, they're really good.
McAllister's really good. Dead ball. Oof. Wrong way.
Be 15 yards. Instead of starting at the 21, it's going to be the 36. And we've been bit by the penalty bug tonight, and there's definitely been penalties on both sides of the ball, but we've had seems like the bigger ones in the bigger moments.
It's just being a little bit undisciplined, to be able to hone in and not have penalties. That helps you so much during a game. As you can see, that's 15 free yards they just got. It hurts our defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Bristow, 28, Grove, 19, so that score's getting a little bit closer. 1 minute left in the third quarter.
1st and 10, 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Going to go with a screen play. The Mustangs were able to get there. And a flag down.
I think they're going to get a hold against Patrick Miller. Patrick did a great job fighting through the block. I know Ty Stevens is going to get credit for the tackle, but he and Patrick Miller doing a great job, and we're just calling Patrick Miller,
Quick
name
sign
about every
was a
possession.
Holding.
Yeah.
So that'll back them up.
That was just an effort play. He was just fighting through, and the guy knew, hey, that's my guy, and I've missed him, and he just held on and held a little too long. And that's 10 yards from the spot, so it'll be interesting to see where this go to. This could actually be, it's going to be, 1st and maybe 21, 22?
First down, 22. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. They're just going to hand it off up the middle. There's not a lot there.
Great job, Connor Lynham. I could just see one of the 4s and know who that is.
Man, he just closed the gap.
Yeah, look at him. And I'm telling you, I saw something different out of him on Tuesday night when I was up there decorating lockers and he was leaving practice. I said, hey, Connor, how you doing? Instead of just fine, Mr. Strug, I'm doing good. He wanted to stop and talk about practice and talk about the preparation and how good he felt about Mustang football.
We're going into the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break. Gentlemen, When we come back, we're going to wrap it up in the fourth quarter.
Construction
21-14, the
business of
Mustangs
installing and
are on the road at
manufacturing septic tanks
Miami.
and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207. And go Mustangs!
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
The Mustangs on top, 21-14 as we start the fourth quarter. It's second down and forever for the Wardogs. Pass complete.
Oh, get on that ball. Let's go.
Come on. How about this? How about this? A 6-point swing for the Mustangs. Ty Stevens will scoop and score.
And what a difference about 20 minutes makes. High five. What a great
Stampede
job.
touchdown. How
great
about
job
that?
to recognize that ball popping up and just picking it up, not just falling on it. Go making a big play.
And not getting yourself sucked into a block and keeping yourself free so that when that ball kind of went over the guy's head, you were
And I'm going to
free and clear.
I'm going to be honest. I see that play a lot. I don't know that that's the right spot. Blake knows more about it than I do, but we're playing off because it's 2nd and 22. We're not sucked up. We don't have to be sucked up. If he made that, that's the kick of the year.
He did make that. And so that's what I'm saying. It's a little bit rushed. There's
Something's
something
wonky
between
for
the
sure.
snap and Joe getting the ball down, but Burchett was able to get the PA2 through. So the Mustangs on top by 2 touchdowns. It's 28-14.
But back to my point, 2nd and 22, we're not going to be sucked up on a 2-yard pass play there. All we got to do is hold them short on 22. And so that was more of a – I'm not going to say we were in the right spot and Coach Rowe had us in the right spot. I'm just not sure that's the spot you run that. I know you're looking for a big play. But I will tell you, they're not – we talked about Nebraska football with Skytook last week. They're not made to just wing it around and come back. They're more of that 3 yards in a cloud of dust like they were doing in the first half. So –
Score of interest, Bristow on top of Grove, 28-26.
Whoa.
So Grove has got themselves back into it.
Blake, I saw you coach close to Coach Wagner. I can only imagine how hype he is right now.
Yeah, Coach Wagner's really loving that right now. I mean, he's a happy guy. It's totally different when he went into halftime.
Coach Wagner is all in, and I think he wakes up ready to go. He had a coffee and a Monster this morning at morning pep. Oh, there's a flag.
Coming in from the far side. Wonder if it's a late hit on the Mustangs.
You heard the Wardog fans yelling about something, so they're I know they both coaching staffs tonight, I'll be honest, have spent a lot of time on the field.
On the field, asking clarifying questions, be the term you
but
might use.
They got the penalty there, at least or maybe he feels the same way about the huddles as I do.
Coach Wagner was talking to Max Becker, so it must be on. Probably should be on us.
And again, that's just immaturity. You don't need a penalty right there. You did a good job kicking them, holding. They're at the 27. They're down 14. The clock's going to become a factor, and now you're going to give them 15 yards with a late hit or a personal foul of some sort.
All right, here's the white hat. We'll see what he has to say. It's a dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Mustangs. That's a 15-yard penalty, and boy, that sets them in a different position.
Yeah, that's a whole different ballgame. Instead of being at the 27, you're going to be at the 42 now. I think every band in the world plays Sweet Caroline, and every fan base loves it.
It's a crowd favorite. When I get the opportunity to do some PA work at Oologah, and especially in basketball when everybody's right there in the room with you, it's a fun atmosphere setter. First down and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. Mustangs have a little bit of cushion with a 2-touchdown lead in the fourth quarter. Handoff up the middle. Got a block in the back, but they'll let that go. AJ will knock him out of bounds about the 29, up at the 30-yard line.
Again, you mix in that penalty, and here they are. 11:38, can make it a one-score game with a touchdown here, and then the pressure's back on us. So just a good fun day, Friday night football game. So
it's a big game in terms of how the district falls and plays out.
Yeah, the winner of this kind of probably has the upper hand, at least moving forward, if you take care of business.
You're going to have to sneak one in if you drop a game tonight. Quarterback, nothing there.
Good job by the D-line, linebacking crew.
Braylon Riley is their quarterback. They've used a 2-quarterback system tonight. Braylon some, Carson Jink some. I do want to say a special thanks to just the Miami athletic staff. They have been remarkable hosts tonight and just been very accommodating.
Absolutely. Their athletic director, Chad Davis.
Make it a great experience for us. So especially that we don't always get that.
He's first class. No, he's great. A lot of times on away games we're
pass.
Nice job. Great job, Ashton. A lot of times away games we're in the stands on tables. Yeah. And appreciate them. Good job. Rick said we got ignorant. I made the joke earlier. I was giving Brett Wigginton, our camera guy, a hard time asking if he could bring me a blanket from my legs. It kind of is cool in here.
Could we move this game to like the September games? You know what I'm saying?
The early, yes. Yeah, it's beautiful outside. Yeah. We could have used maybe opening week here.
Yeah, in the air conditioning.
It'd have been a popular spot.
3rd and 9 for the Wardogs. Ball's at the 29-yard line. They've got 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Big, tall number 88 to the near side. They're going to hand it off. He's going to get free. Their running back, Hunter Nichols, he can break a big one every once in a while, and he did. Picked up 19. 1st and 10, ball down on the 12.
Just kind of slowly seeing that momentum shift just a little bit, to the Wardogs sideline. It's just because of that penalty. Started with that penalty here, and then they busted a couple big plays, and so now you're kind of digging yourself back in the hole, even though we have a lead.
Yeah, momentum's a funny thing, and just a penalty just kind of got their heads picked up. Hey, we're almost to midfield already, and then you break that big long run that first play, and momentum has switched.
Handoff up the middle, number 26, Seth Davis.
He's a big kid. We've called his name a lot, and we've had a hard time wrapping him up.
Miami had 3 receivers out to the far side and only 2 guys to cover that. They kind of expected run. Ball's at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, 2nd and short.
2nd and 3 yards to go, so they can pick up a first down between here and the end zone. Pistol formation, handoff, number 25. I don't think you get anything on that.
Great job. We blew that up.
And this is where
Connor Lynham, you saw us bring in Gabe. You saw us bring in Colin, some of our bigger kids.
This is where what you do in August matters.
Absolutely.
Your 4th quarter, you're tired. They've got guys playing both ways. You got guys playing both ways. But it's in moments like this that you need to build that stone wall and just keep them out of the end zone. Keep them away from that first down because, man, if they pick up that first down, then they got a whole set of fresh downs to try to punch it in.
Yeah, and Coach Wagner talks about just building that trust with your classmate, your teammate, of doing something hard. It's hot.
Quarterback keeper.
I think he's going to get
it.
Close.
I think he's going to get the first down.
Be real close.
He went low. He was able to kind of
they're going to say 4th down in the yard.
How about that?
So, again, we're making them work. But he talks about that trust. It's important to him to have people at Summer Pride and to be able to look your teammate in the eye and go, man, when it was 110 and we didn't feel like doing it anymore and we kept working, that you were right there by me.
And you were conditioning yourself for moments like this where when you tired, you got a little bit extra in the gas tank. 4th down and a yard to go.
Monster play, obviously.
Big play for the Mustang defense. Quarterback's going to keep it.
I don't know. It's going to be close. I think they're going to say he got it.
I'm at such a wonky angle, I can't really tell.
I can't either. It's close either way. They did a great job.
Our camera guy can actually probably see better than we can. They're going to measure.
It's that close. Great job by, whether they get it or not, great job by the defense. What was it, 2nd and 2?
Yeah.
You don't see this a lot in high school football, but they're going to bring the chains out.
So they are going to bring the chains. Our play-by-play, well, actually our
IT specialist.
Yeah, and also instant replay guy.
He thinks they got it. We'll be able to tell without
Some of
seeing.
that depends on where they spot the ball.
Yep.
Looks like they got it. So they'll get a fresh set of downs at the 3-yard line, or 2.5.
But again, you just keep making them work.
Yeah.
Keep hitting them
and
hard.
to their detriment, they're burning the clock.
Clock's burning, and maybe you force a turnover.
Mustangs with a 2-touchdown lead. First down and goal from the 2 for the Wardogs. 2 receivers to the far side. Quarterback's going to keep it, go around.
Good
he had a
cutback.
chance on him and missed him.
Didn't get in.
Was that Lynham that had
Good
a
job
chance
by
to get in the
Lynham
backfield?
getting up the field,
Yeah.
and he stuck his left foot in the ground and went upfield and got what he could. Looks like he's about a yard short, Blake.
Yeah, they're close. They're knocking on the door, but this is kind of that, like you guys were talking about, some pride. Who are you going to take in the dark alley? This is the dark alley. We got to
throw hands. Let's
go. I think
go.
in the last four downs, we've only given up 2 yards. That's
Yeah.
a testament to our defensive line and linebacking crew.
Second goal from the 1. Quarterback keeper.
I'm not sure he got in there. Nope.
Yeah, the officials are running on.
Nope.
They're short.
Yep, they're saying he's short.
Great job.
And it's a game of inches. It's a game of inches.
And there was a hole there, and it got close quick because he
Yeah.
saw it too. I think that was designed maybe to go more outside, but he tucked it up, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 1-foot line. And the clock's ticking down to 7 minutes.
This
so.
is one of those things where you just get behind your line and lean in. So if you're the D line, you know what's coming your way. They're actually going to go out of the shotgun. Quarterback going to keep it. He'll get in.
I know that's points on the board. We don't like to see that, but they had to run 7 plays from the 2-yard line to get in. So that's a testament to the fight of our football team, and we're going to need it. There's 7 minutes exactly left, and we're an extra point away from being 7-point ball game.
They started the second half with an onside kick. If I'm coaching, you got some guys over there with some hands. I'm just saying, because Miami's ready to take risk. I know they've got 7 minutes, but it would not surprise me if at this point in the ball game they wouldn't try an onside kick just to put the ball back in their hands. 21-28, Mustangs still on top with 7 minutes left to play. You got to pat that defense on the head. I know they didn't. They gave up some big plays. They didn't keep them out of the end zone, but again, they certainly made Miami earn every inch of that drive.
They are going to bring out the hands team here, which is what you're saying, like an onside kickoff return. So that's what the coaching staff is suspecting here. So we'll bring out some of our skill guys, some guys that we can trust to catch the ball if they do kick it onside.